I'll do that again. My favourite picture of all time of me is at uni. I am wearing like this granny costume for Halloween, but just the dress on it. I'm in my room. I'm in the halls at 6 o'clock in the morning on drugs with my fingers up in the air doing the rock style, and all it is a Facebook comment from my nan saying, "Looks like you're having a lovely time. I'm proud
Oh,
of you."
fantastic. There was this in speaking of uni halls, there was this giant yellow inflatable banana that was going around the halls.
Standard.
So it started off at one end, and it was a slag, so it kept on like popping up further and further towards like the top end of the halls. And then I found a guy passed out, spooning it in the corridor next to my corridor. There were like two corridors, and so one flat here, one flat here. And I just
Yeah.
looked through. I was coming at 3 o'clock in the morning, coming out from Central, and I see this giant yellow little banana. I was like, oh, it's coming. So here's here now. And he was spooning it in the corridor like this, and we called him Corridor Kev.
Standard.
And
Good friend.
Kev is short because he's called Kevish. He's like one of our good mates, and he's an Asian geezer. And then us and like me and Georgie is the girl. We got him back into bed, like whatever. And then he had his policy that his doors was open. So every time someone walked past his halls, he'd be known, right?
Yeah.
Until he got his PlayStation 3, then he locked the door. But he became Corridor Kev. And I said, like, you're right. He's like, you're right. I was like, and the first thing I said to him was like, apart from you're right, was I tucked you into bed last night. He was so confused. I was like, no, no, no. For context, the banana, me and Georgie, he's like, oh, cool, cool. We realized that his cousin was my mate in high school, so we connected that way.
Oh, okay. I
And
like
his
you. Like, it's like you're gonna be my boy for 3 years.
oh my god, and I tell you something, Asians are so connected, right? So his first cousin is my sister-in-law's other also first cousin from that side.
Right.
So they got married. I was crazy, man. Like the amount of connections I had with these geezers, like nuts.
That's mad.
Uni. Oh,
I do miss the uni days, but I look back and I learnt fuck all.
I didn't. Yeah, didn't. Yeah. What do you
Uh,
learn? How to socialize? How to drink
yeah.
heavily?
Well, I went as a mature student. I went at a mature student, but age 22. I went. So
Oh, so you were going when most people already graduated. So after like
yeah, because I lived in Malaysia from the age of 19 to
ah
21,
okay.
and
There
then
was always this one mature student that did like ketamine.
yeah,
Like,
well,
like he was like 30 odd, hanging out with under 21-year-olds, just doing ket and crack.
yeah, it's a bit nitty, isn't it? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
yeah. And he was like
I
some
like.
like
Hmm.
old looking white geese. I was like, oh god.
Yeah, it's always the when they're old druggies with young druggies, they're always white.
They're always white.
They're always white. You know,
Yeah.
bad stigma. Like and I thought, yeah, like they're trying to be cool. It was like
Yeah,
I think
and it wasn't even doing it as like a networking event, like being a dealer. He was just doing drugs.
right, okay, so he weren't even the link. He was just like,
No, he was just doing drugs.
eh. I mean, sod ketamine as well. That's a
Yeah, I don't touch any of that
now.
hard stuff. But
I stopped at the right time because I feel like if I kept going, my heart attack would have kicked in.
I love it. Like I stopped at the right time, but I started it.
Yeah. No,
I did start taking class A drugs, but I stopped at the right time. What?
because
That is some backwards logic.
it is, but there was a Matt Rife bit that I always remember, and it was like, imagine like being 90 years old and like like, oh, I'm gonna try a dick for the first time, and you love it. You'd be
Oh, you
so
missed out. Yeah, it's
disappointed.
true. Matt Rice actually got a joke he can tell you.
Exactly, man. Oh, Rajan, cheers for coming on, brother, man. I've been looking forward to this
Nice.
one.
No, I've been looking forward to it for a long time, man. Honestly.
Yeah. So just a bit about the pods. We should all know by now. It's your story. How you got into comedy. Why did you get into comedy? Times it went well, which I don't care about. More importantly, the times it absolutely bombed, and you stared at the train tracks like they were your best friend. So
Oh,
we'll kick it with straight from the beginning, one man. How, when, why the hell did you have the delusion or courage to think I'm going to go and make a bunch of strangers laugh?
I think it's the same thing of both sides of the line, right? If it's delusion or courage. Most people will say when like you just stand up like, oh, that's so scary. It's like, yeah, it is. Because you're on your own with your own words, telling your story or telling a fake story or whatever it is. But I wanted to do it 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Like I've loved stand-up since I was a kid. Like the first ever stand-up I ever listening to before YouTube was Eddie Murphy's Delirious on Windows Media
One of
Player.
the best.
And I listened to it at one of our best friend's house in the lunchtime after in the high school, like you could leave school. And we listened to it and I'm like, what is this? Like 12, 11, like 11, 12 years old, listen to it like, not actually a bit older than that, probably 14, 15. And I was like, who is this? And he's like, Eddie Murphy. I was like, oh shit, I know who Eddie Murphy is. But then the following year we got the video, and he's wearing that red leather suit,
Yes.
and I was like, what? It's delirious and raw. And then Russell Peters, obviously, all those clips from Russell Peters came out, and YouTube was out, and no ads. So Russell Peters was a big thing, like back in the day. The first bands I saw was like, probably like really like Eddie Murphy and Russell Peters, actual early, like early 2000s. So I was like, oh, holy moly! And it's like obviously devoured comedy ever since. Like literally, like my first time ever go to the comedy store, I was under 18, and I saw Nina Conti on TV, and I messaged her on MySpace, and she's like, I'm sure the one just come through. And I came through, I watched the show, and I was like, oh, what is this? Like, I was sneaking into clubs just to watch comedy.
Mm.
I got so much joy out of it. So, and then obviously, like last year, like, obviously, I've had little ups and downs and stuff. My cousin was like, just do it, man, just do it. And I saw this ads pop up for Ultra Comedy, which a few of your guests have already been on.
Yes.
So, me, Ben, and Dan were on the same course at the same time. So,
Oh,
8 weeks,
Ginger,
you know the
Ben,
drill.
and Springford.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay,
We were on the
calm,
same
yeah.
course. So, I know them boys like proper. So, we're on the same course. Tom Short, who's a great teacher, taught us all the bits, and obviously, like you had to be funny anyway, kind of thing. And if you already knew like a lot of stand up, like the first 2 minutes we ever did in class, I remember I don't know if you had Miles Carter on yet, but Miles is someone you got to speak to because we did the course and did our first 2 minute drill, and Tom was like, "You ever done stand up before?" I'm like, "No." He goes, "Give that little nod," and I was like, "Oh shit!" Like I know I'm because you don't want to be big headed, but you know you're good at something.
Yeah, like it's like when you're fourth or fifth, you're like, I've got this. Like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But like, I can speak in the fourth or fifth. I remember that we did the showcase, and Dan was supposed to go first, and Dan was like, "I've got 40 people here. I'm not going to go first, so I've nothing to look forward to. I want to be last."
yeah, Dan's not an opener. Dan's not an opener. He is a
The thing is,
closer.
yeah,
He's a
the thing
closer.
is, yeah, the thing is, he is a closer. But the thing is, what I said to Dan many times, and he's taken this on board from other people, not me. But I was telling the same thing, and he changed his face. It's like I said, Dan, you're going first because you're the strongest person. Because when you first start out, you're middle act, then you start at the beginning, and then you finish at the end. That's your career,
Yeah.
right? So him going first, the first sets, 5 or 7 that went up, are the strongest ones in the whole course.
Mm.
And I was fucking third.
Okay.
So I was like, oh shit. So Dan swapped and he got me one and it's all good. But did it and I was like, holy shit, like 300 people in a packed room dying
Oh, were they? Because
because
I always thought they were like a
die.
self-practice room, weren't they? They're very like happy places where everyone wants you to do well. Where
That was
nowadays it's
this is
funny
also the
watching a
case.
comedian bomb.
This
But
is also the case. The bombing's amazing. I love bombing.
so
I love bombing on purpose sometimes. Which we'll get into that in a minute.
self-sabotage
But
yourself.
sometimes, yeah. I'll tell you. But I'll tell you something. I got the question. I love this
Well,
podcast so
what did I
much. But
say?
you
Yeah.
know the question when you go, what's the worst thing you've seen on stage? I've got like 3 or 4 things, but they're all to do with etiquette.
Okay.
Anyway, so I did the gig, and obviously got the buzz. And the thing is, that's not my first time on stage. My second time on stage, actually. My first time, I did like 16 minutes just off the cuff.
Right. Okay. I was this
And all the
after the ultra.
this is during Ultra before the showcase,
Okay. Cool.
just to get some stage time. And I went to this really lovely open mic called Breaking It, run by Figs, who did the course before us in the summertime. So she already started to set up her own events.
Right.
And it's the loveliest open mic because you can go there, bring a ringer if you want to, if you can, 7 minutes, do what you want, or go to your fuck up. That's what she always says. And she's the
I was
most,
thinking it's one of the ones where if you know it's going well and the audience enjoying it, it's calm to keep going. But
I
if
think
you're up there
so.
bombing, respect the time.
Or cut your time short.
Yeah.
Not crazy short, but like if you end up 5 minutes set at 4.5 minutes or 4 minutes, like just cut
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's no worse than like, how much time have I got left?
Yeah,
Right, you ain't bringing it back in that last minute.
but you have to bring it back. You don't bring anything back. You can salvage something because if you say like this is not going well,
Yeah.
you'll get the biggest laugh you've got in that set.
Exactly. But I realised you can only say that once per night.
You can say it during a joke
Yeah.
if everything else is working, or you don't like that one. Like the other, you had an interview the other day. It's like no, that joke did well, but you didn't respond to it. So one time I did that joke, I did a joke, and I was like, I said, you didn't laugh at that joke. What's wrong with you guys? And then
Oh,
that got a laugh.
yeah.
Like,
Calling the crowds a dickhead sometimes can be funny.
oh, I've done that on many occasions, but it's always ironically,
Yeah.
where it's like I make a joke and it's like, no, you can laugh, it's fine.
Yeah.
Like I'm
Okay to
making a
laugh.
joke. I'm not making a poignant, oh, woe is me. I'm a first generation British Asian person with a mixed identity. Like fuck off. Like
Yeah.
yay, you know. I'm not
So
on for
so
PC culture. Like
you
yeah.
started at Ultra, it went well. And then like so how did your first gig go
So
after
hit.
that? Back
So
to
yeah. So
reality?
hitting. No, not really. Not really. I never like. I can say I've never bombed so hard that I've never got a laugh or a chuckle. When you're doing open mics or bringers or whatever, you'll get a little you'll get a little chuckle because it's a good joke, but they're not programmed to laugh because they're not a real audience. So you get a real audience and they laugh. It's like, cool, I don't bomb.
Right. So let me ask you a
But
question. So with like the whole NPC mentality of these open mic spots, how do you gauge if a joke's good or not? Then, like, what part of the stage time, and what are you learning the positives of being on that stage?
I think there's a lot of mic controls. The first thing that you usually learn, like how to hold a mic and how to amplify your voice and pacing.
Okay.
Like, pacing is super important. Like I've always loved like my goats are like Dave Chappelle. Like pausing, the power in silence is so important. People don't realize that. Like I'm going to shout out Dan quite a lot in this podcast, but like Dan when he first started was like Machine Gun Dan. I call him Machine Gun Dan.
Okay.
Just no pausing, no breaks. I'm like Dan, just pause, just stop there, give it 5 seconds, and then hit him again because it's the last going to hit harder. And then obviously not because of me, but other people started giving the same feedback, and he's like, just I'll start doing it. And now you know when he performs, he silences now. He has massive pauses.
When I last gigged with him,
He'll let a joke
two
hit,
Saturdays ago, I gigged with him.
do a joke, do a look, and then hit it again.
Yeah.
I know his rhythm. That's why I love stand up. That's why I know like the mechanics of it and how
I
it's
mean,
how it's supposed to work.
watching Dan has increased my crowd work tenfold.
It will do. It will do because he listens and he talks to everyone during the break.
Hmm.
You'll notice he's a very good, not schmoozer, but he's good to like listen to other
No, we'll
comedians
call
talk
him a
about the audience.
schmoozer. He'd be a good spy.
Yeah, but it's not inauthentic. He's asking questions as genuinely, but then
Yeah.
he's in the bank. He's like, okay, I've got this guy. He's going to be a soldier. He's literally leaving for the army in a week. And that was at a ginger gig, and he's used it, and I was like, fuck, like
Yeah.
he's good at that, at like finding like his ADHD, like autism, like a superpower where he can just pinpoint and use it to his advantage very, very quickly. And that is I'm a little bit envious of. I think for me, it's like stand up for crowd work. For me, it's like I used to be very aggressive with the crowd. Like just go at them, go at them, go at them. Like, oh, Dave, who the fuck are you? I'm not drinking, you're not drinking, all this nonsense. I'd really be aggressive with them, but all the women are charm. But
Yeah.
all the lads I'd be aggressive to because lads can take it and women can't usually. So and then and they were like, why are you being so aggressive with the crowd sometimes? Sometimes it wouldn't work, sometimes it would work. And then after Edinburgh, I was like, hold on. I'm getting all this feedback from all these veterans that have been doing it 10, 20 years, 7 years, like professionals, pros, and like, just be you. Don't have to be aggressive. Just be you, be more
They
comfortable, be
all say
more,
the same thing. All the vets
just
say
be
the same
genuine,
thing.
and also be friendlier because they're more likely to be on your side. You
Yeah.
root for someone who's trying and genuine and smiley rather than someone who's just apathetic and
Yeah.
pissed off that he's there, unless that's the stick.
Yeah, I agree. Well, I always stand by like the newcomers. I love to bits. The veterans, I love to bits. There's a couple of people who've been going for about 4 or 5 years who I think are a bit wallies.
They're bitter
Yeah. I
because
say
they haven't
like, I
progressed.
got that guy like tried to expose me, didn't he?
Oh yeah, I saw about
Yeah, like
that.
calling me a racist. Like,
Listen,
yeah,
talk to. If you got a problem with someone, talk to them directly.
he did. Yeah, we spoke about it. He still wanted to go on about it the next bloody day. And it's like, mate, I've been going 4 months. Why are you hating?
Yeah, and you're launching a platform that puts young comics and veteran comics on the same platform, and just talk. You talk about people when you go to. If you've been to Edinburgh before, yeah, have you been to Edinburgh yet,
No, no, because I've only been doing comedy 4 months.
mate?
Uh,
Okay, just listen. When you go, not if, when you go,
yeah.
I've got some Edinburgh stories to tell you, bro.
Oh
Mad
yeah, calm.
stories.
I do
Mad
love
stories.
Edinburgh ones. I do love
I, I,
like
I tell you, I had the maddest week here. It's insane. But when you talk to these people who are like in the game, like won awards, been on TV, done all this stuff. They're just genuine, nice fucking people, man. And the dickheads get rooted out very quickly
What?
because they're not hanging out. The dickheads get rooted out very quickly. They're not hanging out with people. They're not a part of the crowd. They're on their own
Do you know
because no one wants
what?
to hang out with them.
I'll be real with you. I want to believe that. I want to believe that. But the one thing I was never ready for getting into comedy was the theatrical drama type caliber of person. Like when I watch my comedians, they all just seem miserable, bitter people, which I love. Well, that's what I want. Do you
Yeah.
know what I mean? I want people who look like druggies or alcoholics trying to basically stand on stage and I go, look, I'm a loser. That's what I wanted.
Mm.
Not this like, do you know what I mean? I wanted like, you know, like your Patrice's, your Bill Burrs, not your Jim Carrey's as such.
I mean, Jim Carrey's got some demons,
Obviously, yeah. I know
but
he's
his
great.
performance is like
Yeah, like
different.
you said, yeah, like Lee Evans like looks happy, but no, he's a bad example because he
Oh yeah,
always having a
you know,
fucking
like
breakdown.
think about like an old school British guy like Rowan Atkinson. Rowan Atkinson can read a list like a register and kill you
Yeah, 100.
because he's a physical comic. He's a physical comic. He can say the word tin can for 15 minutes and you'll be dying by the end of it.
Well, I
Just
have to say,
dying.
like, Rowan Atkinson's my favourite bit from him was during the 2012 Olympics. Him just doing that one note on the
Oh, the
keyboard,
conduct, the piano player,
and
yeah,
that was it.
yeah. But
That was his whole bit. And
that's an old bit.
yeah,
That bit's from that night. That's an old bit. It's so good. It still works. And
yeah,
it starts escaping him and all this stuff. Like he's a comic. He's not a stand-up.
okay,
A comic is can make anything funny. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
like there was an interview. There's a podcast clip of Bill Burr and John Levine, like the John. Yeah, I think John Levine. And John Levine goes, "You're a stand-up. I'm a comic." And he's killing Bill Burr, like killing him. Like, there's a difference between comics and stand-ups.
yeah. I love Bill Burr. I know he's going to be a hate lately because of the whole Saudi
Listen,
Arabia thing. I
listen.
love
If you
Bill Burr. I'll
who are we
die
to
on that
judge?
hill.
Who are we to judge? Dave Chappelle got it done it for 1.6 million.
Yeah,
But who cares? It's not your
I
life.
I agree. I completely agree. And the fact is, like, look,
Do your boycotts. You don't know what's going on with their life. You don't know
yeah,
how much like what they offered. And
and
if you don't
not
spread the
even down to
message,
the money. He's
mm,
playing in front of everyone. He's playing in front of your normal average people who, do you know what I mean? Who they will probably do like would like X amount of their paycheck to go see him. If it was okay, right, you're playing in front of the soul. I'm going to
just the
get this
elite.
so wrong.
Yeah, just
The soul
well the
six people
yeah
in a room, proper like that. I'll be like, look, you don't need it. But you'll be playing in front of thousands of normal everyday people who this is going to bring joy to them.
yeah
Fuck the
massive.
haters.
Yeah, and there's two sides to it. If you don't agree with it, then boycott them. What are you going to do? Like fine, but then there's two sides to everything. You can see it both ways. I can see it both ways, but to be honest, it doesn't bother me.
Hmm.
Like I understand the argument for it because obviously the journalists and all this kind of stuff like Saudi do, but America's done much worse.
Well, I was at
So
one man's terrorist, another man's freedom fighter.
100%,
Yeah.
100%.
Who are we all at the end of the day to judge? And I was this thing I never get about online, all like the social media, all that. Like, if your life is on such easy mode that you genuinely get upset about this shit, you need bigger problems, brother.
Listen, like, but then they'll do that, yeah, but then not put the action in. Just keyboard warriors and virtual signalists, where like they won't go to a march, they won't put their money where their mouth is, they won't sacrifice all their possessions and go to Palestine and help out.
Hmm.
Like everyone's a hypocrite.
Oh,
Not everyone. I'm saying most people are.
a million percent. Was it Lenny boxer just got knighted? Lenny, so he was on about black. I think it was a black boxer, and he was on about how Britain people should play a retribution to the slaves. I was like, okay, like look, you can think that way, but slavery still exists. Go fight it right now, where it exists right now, and then
You
let's
know,
work
but the
back.
British government,
Huh?
in terms of that, British government did bail out the slave owners when they banned slavery. They paid them out.
Well, we were the country that abolished it.
Yeah, but we abolished it. But we paid out the people as slave owners because you're losing revenue now, so we'll insurance policy
Right.
you, and then we'll pay you out.
I challenged because like I had this argument, and listen, this will rile some people. Guns in America, okay?
Mhm.
We're both from Britain. We can agree. The only logic reason Jim Jeffries, the only reason you want a gun is guns are cool.
Fucking cool, man. I shot
Yeah.
some guns last year.
If
It's
I was in
incredible.
America, I would own a gun. But imagine saying to someone who owns $500,000 worth of guns, you can't have them anymore. The government will have to buy all the guns off them.
Yeah, fair market price.
Yeah. And that's not going to stop anything. Like,
I
going,
mean, originally it was to stop tyranny and all this kind of stuff, but you know,
yeah, I can't see
you t
IDs
you
rolling
tell
out
that to
there
a
anytime
country, you
soon.
tell that to a country who has like school shootings like every week.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I know where I stand on the matter. I'm 100% against guns. But
No,
who am I to tell another country what to do?
no, you can have guns, but police that shit properly.
Yeah.
Background checks, like have a license for it. Check in every 6 months. Like online portal, like here's my gun, here's my security code, da, 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 it's all safe and sound. Because there are markets in America where you can trade guns and not need a certificate, pay it for cash, and that's completely legal in some states. Whereas in some states, it's more difficult to get a gun. So to make it
It's
legal,
too big of a country, isn't it?
no, you say it's too big of a country, but then like India that outlawed the currency within overnight,
Yeah.
and that's 1.6 billion people. So no one's to say like, oh, it's too big a country, you can't do it.
Yeah.
Literally, India was like the same day, all your notes are expired. You have 14 days to bring your notes in and exchange them for new notes. So people were like, who stashed all this money away, like, dig out the fucking walls, get the cash out. But then they were like, how come you got 50,000?
Where the fuck did that come from? that's mad.
They caught a lot of motherfuckers with that shit. I'll tell you something, a lot.
I mean, I've had a couple of like Indian comics on from different parts of the world, and they were like they have to change their sets up when they go to India.
Oh, big time, man. What's happening in India now with the court cases and stuff is crazy. There's no freedom of speech in India.
No,
You
but
might
with
think it's
this country,
democracy. It is, but it's not.
with this country, do you think it'll come to a point where, right? Let's say I do a. I'm not going to do this, but let's say I did a
Oh, why not?
hypothetical. Yes, in my new set, yeah. Let's say I did hypothetical, hypothetical. I did a speech, I did a joke. I hate the fact that I've even put myself in this devil's advocate here, where I incited hate
Okay.
on stage. Should I get arrested for it?
Well, it depends if you're doing a character.
Is that the persona? Because
Yeah.
because in theory, are we on stage with all a character? We're an emphasized
No.
character, we're a downgraded character. Are
Well,
you
kind of,
100%
kind of, not
yourself on
really. Like
stage?
you're turning bits of yourself up and down. If you're a storyteller, like I know you're a storyteller, you mentioned
Yeah,
a few times you're a storyteller, right? You're turning your bits of yourself up and bits of yourself down. So
yeah.
emphasize a point in your life, whatever. Like your twin bit. So it's like the insecurity of all this. I know I've listened to so many, you don't understand. I've listened to so much of your shit. So it's like, and I've heard that joke a million times already.
Yeah, I got some. Man, I need to write new material.
No, it's not that because you're using examples in your podcast. So that bit's like a done. It's a gimme.
See that?
Everyone knows that bit.
I'll tell you my latest joke if you want. Then I'm really happy
Go for
with
it.
it. And I did a podcast with someone the other day, and I was quite excited for it. And they did like the video reels and stuff, and I thought they were going to be like, oh, hashtag sit down for stand up, hashtag talking funny. Now it's hashtag fat comedian, hashtag wanna
Hashtag
be funny,
body positivity. Hashtag
yeah,
the inferior
hashtag
the inferior
delusion.
twin.
Like, no,
Hashtag the inferior twin.
this is bullshit.
Hashtag he's a bankrupt landlord. Hashtag
Yeah. But because I was really bad because I got it because when I was doing Lenny Sherman's I was like hashtag working class comedian and I feel like every Indian I've had on I've wrote hashtag Indian comedian just because I know the
yeah,
algorithm in India will pick it up.
of course. What do you think I did when I would do hashtags the first time I started posting shit? I was like Indian comedian, comedy India, blah blah blah. Fucking get those views up. You know?
It's like what are the most basic stereotypes what
Oh,
kind of
listen.
bracket people in? We'll
Yeah,
use them.
yeah. Hashtag beard. Hashtag mustache. Hashtag wonderlink. Hashtag comedy. Hashtag laugh. Hashtag cat
Hashtag don't
backwards.
see
Hashtag
race is the
hashtag
first
pub
one.
owner. Hashtag woke. Hashtag LGBTQIA plus.
Hashtag LTGB and hashtag homophobia
Hashtag
next to
alphabet
it.
people.
Just got the
Hashtag
bands
alphabet.
in.
Hashtag.
I'm gonna start asking people what hashtags they want instead, just to
Listen,
play it. But the thing
shit,
is,
man.
true comedians they don't care. They know funny is funny, and would you say
Yeah, I
no
mean,
matter what, the audience are judge, jury, executioner?
no,
No.
no. They're the judge because if they laugh or not, that's your judgment.
Yeah.
The execution is everyone. it's society, it's what's going on in the political stuff right now, it's yourself.
Okay.
Because if you do something and like it got a laugh, you're like, oh, I hate that joke, it's so hacky.
Mm.
Or it's like you say low hanging fruit. It's like, I
Yeah.
did it,
Do
but
you, do you
the
feel
easy
guilty
laugh
doing
I've
that?
get all the time. If it's in context of a bit, in the moment, I don't think it just sprays out, like cool, whatever. And it worked. And I was like, oh god. And I sometimes I'll acknowledge it. If it's an audience that's, let's say, a bit more middle class or quote unquote educated, it's like you can do that, but acknowledge you've done a hacky bit, and then you get another laugh out of it because like, oh, it was so, oh, you that was bad, guys. Like it's so hacky. Like, well, I don't say hacky because it's like this comedian term, right? So you say, oh man, that was too easy.
Mm.
You don't must think of me. I'm so like, just get into yourself more because it's like you become more of
And
a
then you'd hate on
character.
your own audience almost, like.
No, you're hating yourself. And like, oh no, they laugh at you more. It's like, oh, thanks, guys, patronizing. It's like, But go back to your bit about the inciting hate. If you're playing a character and they know you're playing a character, that becomes the bit. But they've got to know you're playing a character. It's like that guy, like a few years ago, became really big. The Roger Wynn, the Uncle Roger guy.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone thought
Yeah.
Uncle Roger was a real person, and he's actually a comedian doing a character. People still think to this day that Uncle Roger's an actual person.
Mm.
Hiya, all the fucking front. Like, Jamie Oliver, what you doing, man? Like,
Uh,
yeah. But if people know you're playing a character, it's different. This is not like Bernard Matthews or those racist comedians back then. No, I am racist. Like that's different. That's what his belief was. If you're taking a piss out of someone as a character, then and then an audience knows that, I think it's fine. But it
yeah.
depends.
But then, how do the audience learn that, or is it by
You have to have something in your demeanor.
them gaining the trust over the
For
set?
example, there's a comedian that I know does like he goes on, he's like, I'm crazy day, like he's crazy, right? And then but I said, listen, if you just do that, but then come out of the bit for a second, like take the glasses off and be like
Right. Okay.
in your
Yeah.
normal voice and put the glasses back on your struggling character, that's like 2 second bit. You don't have to tell the audience what you're doing. They instantly know it.
Okay. Well, I'll give
But
it. I'll give it
like
like
you're
one of
here,
my favourite
and then
ones.
suddenly it's like, oh, that was really bad. Like, are they gonna know that it's a character? Anyway, kill all the blank.
Yeah. But one of my favourites. I don't know if you've ever seen him. I've got him coming on in November. Frank Sinatra.
I've heard of him.
You know him,
I've heard of
yeah.
him.
He
I've
does.
heard of him. I've heard.
So guys, you can watch him at Comedy Unleashed. He does. He does Frank Sinatra songs, but as is a rendition of Adolf Hitler.
Yeah,
And
yeah. I've heard.
obviously, this guy isn't a Nazi. But now you've said that, when he after he's done the song, he'll break character
Yeah.
to show he's just a normal don.
Yes. It's because you have to because otherwise people will be confused because most people are idiots.
Yeah.
Like there's a quote from Men in Black: a person is smart, but people are idiots.
Hmm.
Because it's so easy to go with the group. We like this has been a scientific like psychology experience for years and years and years. Groupthink is the thing. People go with the majority because they don't want to be the outlier. Like to be in a crowd person, like, who's the first volunteer, and it's silent for like 30 seconds.
There's a game on that, isn't there? I think
That's
it's like
group.
the
That's
wolf
groupthink.
game, where it's like three
Yeah, there's
people
loads
are
of stuff.
wolves who can talk to each other, and there's 20 sheep who can't talk to each other, like not in public, and the wolves will always
People go
win,
through. Yeah, yeah, always because
even
people
though
go with
they're not
groupthink. They don't want to
the
be inside the
vast
herd.
minority.
Of course, and that's like talking about Nazism. That's a lot of stuff like that. There's a lot of different experiments like going with groupthink because like, people are just like afraid to be outliers because as soon as you're outlier, that nail gets hammered down quick.
Well, that's the thing I don't like. Everyone always used to go, "Oh, do you know what? If the Nazis ever came back, oh, I wouldn't have joined it. I wouldn't have stood up. I would have stood up to them. I would have
What
fought
do you
against
what
the
do you
patriarchy." We all bitched
Dan? What do you
in
mean come back?
COVID
They're still here.
so quickly. We don't stand up for things.
Listen, not, listen, this right wing stuff's happening all over Europe the last 10 years. It's getting like Marie Le Pen, like all this kind of stuff. So like Nazism never left, fascism never left. It
Yeah,
just went
we'll
down,
do
come back
pub
again. Everything
talk.
comes in cycles.
No, we'll do pub talk, but if it was like, right, okay, but can you put your name on the dotted line? Oh, no, let me think about it. Like, yeah, we'll talk.
I mean, there's some stuff going on, man.
Yeah, yeah.
But
But
not
I
the
think
pubs I go to, but
it's
there
a
are some pubs out
comedian's
there.
job. It is a comedian's job to take a look at society and laugh at it. I mean, like, guys, what the hell is
Well,
going on?
sometimes society, yeah, 100%. I take to show the mirror up to society. Is to subvert the truth, obfuscate the truth, and take the piss out of it. It's to change perspective. Sometimes it's to make a point. Sometimes they're just fucking jokes, man.
Sometimes
Like it's
they're
not that
just
serious.
jokes. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah. It's
okay,
like sometimes
it's a standard joke. I went up to a Jewish girl and I asked her for a number. She said we got names now. Like that
fantastic, easy.
is. Am I now anti-Semitic? Do I now hate Jewish
No,
people? No, it's just a
no.
joke.
It's a joke. It's about everyone's. In that joke, it's two people's frame of mind is different, and that's the joke. The crossover is a joke.
Yeah.
It's like your joke. Oh, what's that Muslim joke you got? It's like, oh, back door, the door's open.
Oh, Sharia law joke.
Fucking so funny.
I was so things. Also, that's a true story. Susie, I was never allowed to meet her parents. I was
No, she wouldn't, because it's
I
haram,
weren't
bro.
allowed to meet her, hold hands in public. So
It's like,
and then the
unless
play
you
on,
unless you're converting,
yeah,
that's
well,
not gonna
yeah.
happen.
You either get forced to marry or I'll go in prison. So I fucked with the door open. Like it's a
It's so funny.
joke.
It's so easy. It's such an easy joke. That was a good joke.
Yeah,
I
the thing,
stand by it.
but as I don't feel guilty with that joke because it was actually something I experienced in life and I turned funny. Now
Yeah, exactly.
I've lived in a Muslim country. I've lived under Sharia law. I and all the Muslims I know they'll find that funny. Do you know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like my boys, they'll find that funny. Like because we're taking the love of society. It's not like hating on any religion or anything. It's just pointing something out. But for some
it's
reason,
just
but
it's
I
it's the hypocrisy in the religion that's funny.
yeah,
In
but I
any culture or any kind of
yeah,
religion or whatever
but
it is.
I
So
always open that bit now, being like, look, before I tell this joke, I'm quickly going to look around. Oh no, not for Muslims, for white women in their 30s ready to get offended on their behalf.
oh
Because that is unfortunately what the majority of it is. Being like, it's like when you see someone does a black joke on stage, all of a sudden everyone looks at one black guy in the crowd.
yeah.
Like, it's mad. I did one the other day. I've had a run now. I've said 125 Gabby rolls in a wheelchair, disabled comedian. I made a joke. I was like, "Oh, is anyone a twin out there?" And she put her hand up, and she was like, "Oh yeah, but there was a 6 hour time difference between me and my twin." And I was like, "Well, yeah, obviously, because your mum had to push the chair out."
That's so funny.
Like, she burst laughing. The
Of
whole
course,
crowd look around to see if
to see
she
if it's okay to
laughs.
laugh. Yeah,
And she was like, that infuriated her. How dare they look around for consent?
yeah.
You either laugh
It's
or you don't
funny
laugh.
because it's obviously that's a surrealist joke.
Yeah.
So it's not like she just slide.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. It's a slip
So
and slide.
my mind went to slide, so it's easy for her to come out.
After the fifth one, it's all a slide, yeah.
But
Like,
the wheelchair bit's better. Like you literally
yeah,
the ramp has to be built first. The
but
ramp has to
that
come
was
after.
crowd work also. So
Yeah,
annoyed
yeah.
I didn't get that on record.
Crowd work is the biggest reaction because it's in the moment.
Hmm. Yeah. I mean,
That's why
how
and
do you
it's
find doing crowd work? And how do you get better at crowd work without doing
it's
crowd
just
work?
keep well. I could do crowd work because you kind of like highlight how easy it is. Crowd work's like you just engage with the audience and like it's the simplest thing to do. Oh, what do you do for a living? Are you with someone? And just compliment their shoes or something.
Hmm.
Just you can compliment them, but like I'm not a person to pick on people, but where'd you get your shoes from?
Hmm.
Or a reminder, never to shop there. It's
Bum.
so easy. It's little things like that. It's like it's not you're not going so hard at an audience member because you want them involved in it. You want them laughing. If they're not laughing, it makes the whole thing pretty awkward.
Hmm.
Like there was a bit. Oh, there was a bit. I did a gig once, and it was like not that the girl was fit or anything. I was like, "Oh, what's your name?" She was, "Oh, my name's this." I'm like, "Oh, are you single?" No, I was like, "Damn it!" And that's a little thing. It's like, and then like another girl in the crowd, and it was like, not like her because she's got green flags. She was like, "Oh, green flags, I'll take it." I said, "I bet you'll fucking take it." It's like, just like a little cheeky. And she's
Yeah.
like, "Oh," I was like, "Yeah, that's what the sound you're making later." Like, it's just
Yeah.
kind of egging on like the accident reactions made it even funnier. Till it got ridiculous. Like, no, 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 come on, relax. Like,
I love it. The guy who I'm watching the most at the moment for crowd work's Adam Ray.
he's great.
He does the Dr. Phil.
He's too good.
Like,
Up
what's your
north.
name? What's your name? Oh, Rajan. I don't think I like your attitude, Rajan. It's just so
Yeah,
like, just so
that was a bit. Rajan, that's a bit aggressive.
yeah. What do you know? How do you spell that? Rajan. I don't think I like your attitude, Rajan. What do you do for a living?
Yeah,
And it just,
yeah, yeah. It's so easy. It's so
it's,
easy.
but
Like,
they
there's another
make it
one
look
who does.
easy.
doesn't know one that does like a lot of hot water stuff. And one of your comedians recently mentioned it, and I was like, and it's just like it could be like from just oh my god, it's just so good, man. It's just so effortless and like he does like, oh you cheeky bitch. He's like, oh look at you, like you're a copper, fuck off,
It is, but I was saying crowd work. They make it look easy, but
It's
it's something that you
it's
do need to
well
go up and
the thing is for crowd work, it's a get out of jail free card if your sit's not going good.
yeah,
And the thing is, it's a skill, but you have to analyze people really quickly. So you have to have a very high emotional intelligence, I feel. You can't not be able to connect with people very easily and do good crowd work and do bad crowd work, sorry. So if you can know people really easily, make friends really easily, crowd work's gonna be a doddle to you because you're already engaging and they want to engage with you. People want to talk about themselves generally. That's why
yeah,
podcasting works so well, as you found after 131 episodes, right?
130, 131.
So, well, 131, I'm 131. 131 in the bitch.
131, gang, gang.
131 in the bitch, gang, gang.
4, yeah, you are, yeah, 131, gang, gang, double gang.
Gang, gang, double gang. But it's about engaging. So if they know you to be like a person who's trying and being engaging and that kind of stuff, yeah, the crowd's gonna be a doddle to you. But crowd works like I think it works for a longer set.
Yeah, agree.
Like Raj Zavade, I've seen him 3 or 4 times. He's never told an actual joke. And I tell him to his face, I'm like, listen, you had material ready, and he just goes off and he just does some crazy shit, and it's bonkers, and it's in the moment, and it's super funny. I'm like, why didn't you just your material? He was like, oh, I didn't feel like it.
To be fair, when I gigged with Raj, he did a joke and it's lived in my head rent free ever since.
Was it a Ginger's gig?
Yeah, one of Ginger's.
Yeah,
It was
perfect.
his joke. I said it to him like, look, I'm gonna butcher it, but it's like being when you're Christian, you got one God who you pray to who doesn't listen to you. I've got 1,000 gods who don't listen to me.
Yeah,
And it's just
yeah.
all that. That is just a killer joke.
He's a good kid. I like Raj because usually if we're in the same bill, I'm like, oh yeah, we've got two Rogers on a bill, and
Oh,
either he makes a joke or I make a joke. So it's like we've got two brown guys called Raj here. Like you can get them stereotypical,
true. I mean,
you know?
but okay, let me say one thing I want to do touch on crowd work though. So like,
Mhm.
yeah, most of the comedians who come from London, all that, like, I mean, you're doing your 5 minutes in London, and then you might get a 10, 15 somewhere else. But it's your first time doing a 10, 15 somewhere else. You don't want to fuck up. So how do you start learning crowd work
You
when all
can
you're doing is playing in front of a crowd who don't
what
want to meet
so what you can do with crowd work in that way, you can ask well,
you?
technically a
Most
closed
questions.
question. So yeah, closed question. So you can ask that generally, and most people will say yes to that or no to that.
Yeah.
And if someone has a particular big reaction or don't have a big reaction or they disagree with it, you'd be like, oh, may I ask, why do you think that is? But the answer is always going to be directed towards the question. It's not going to be like some random Cyrillic answer. Like who like people that carry umbrellas on the regular, don't you think they're a bit weird? And everyone goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. One person goes, no. It's like, well, you the one carrying the umbrella, don't you? And it's like suddenly it's a crowd bit.
Yeah.
That's how easy it is. It's it's so easy, but just like do it with close questions that you know the answer is going to be yes or no.
Yeah, and either way you can revert around. I've got my one. Is anyone out there gay? If they're yes,
Oh yeah,
thanks for coming
the
out.
gay bit
Thanks for coming
that's
out.
coming out.
So easy. So easy. Or like mine was
Look,
like,
you know what,
I'm
Dan,
5'11", so I'm 6 foot. My twin's 6'4". Are there any short people here? I'll ask you to stand, but there's no point.
yeah,
Uh,
it's I hate those.
well, fuck you,
You know,
right?
oh no, do you know why? Because I listened to your podcast and you said it in every single fucking one, and
I
this is another one
know.
you just said it.
I tell you the problem though.
But
Like,
because you're having the same conversation with different people, so obviously the same things will come up because you're making the same points.
yeah, but the issue is almost I need to rock. Okay, how is it? Okay, I've got a good 15 now, but I haven't written a joke in about 2 weeks.
That's fine though. But
I've
the
got
thing
the
is, yeah, just like
notes, like
yeah,
of my latest, like the hashtag one. I've got the notes, but I've not tried it. And when I know it sounds silly, when I'm going out to gigs, I can't. I don't know if this is me being very lazy. I can't be asked to do a
you
new
want to do
joke.
you want to do your really tight 15 and just
Yeah,
chill it. Yeah, so you want to incorporate that in a gig that's like more like pardon me you want to incorporate it into a gig that's more like new material ish. So you go out with your notebook, go out with your phone, I'm like, listen, guys, I'm just gonna try some stuff and let's see if it's got bones. Let's be honest with them. And then we're like, we mix it in with like stuff that you know is gonna work. So if you're doing 15 minutes, have your 10, your beginning and like, just like a switch sandwich, right? So if you
Yeah.
have your opening 5, you mix in some new stuff gradually until you're doing new stuff. Where it doesn't hit, you bring back your old 5, kill it, finish it, end of the show. Because no one forget the middle bit, but you'll know in the middle bit what works and what doesn't work.
But do you think you have to treat comedy as because like look, I love doing the podding, I love doing the podcast, I love doing stand up. But when I do stand up now, it's more for a night out.
Mm.
It's more I'm sort of going out, getting having a couple of drinks, catching up with a couple of mates, going on stage for a little bit.
But the social aspect of it.
Yeah.
I love the hang after a gig.
Okay.
The hang after a gig and just setting your set and talking to people and getting feedback and talking about other things you're going to do and getting like notes and whatever. It's like the best thing. Especially you got people that you like and like you're meeting people and they're really cool. That's the best shit.
Yeah.
Like, and that's like cool when people can do that. This is like driving like an hour and a half back home or whatever it is, you know.
Yeah. Well, it's weird because that gig, that guy tried to cancel me for the Muslim joke. Dan came up to me after my set, shook my hand. He was like, "That's the best you've ever done." And I
Yeah,
was like, "You know what?
and
I feel that.
Dan is
I feel it.
Dan
Dan,
is
brother,
legit.
do you know what I mean? Like, yes,
Yeah,
thank you."
Dan's legit. Dan will just give you honest feedback.
Oh, he
And like,
does,
oh,
yeah.
you could do this, and all that stuff like. Yeah, God.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
should
think,
I tell you about should I tell you my story about Edinburgh?
yeah, so I was literally
So,
going to move on to that. Edinburgh, talk to me.
so Edinburgh. So I make a plan to go for a week. I'm doing a lot of Tom Short's gigs where it's like, because he trained us, he's like, I'll get everyone to come up. We did a takeover, we did a 10-minute set, which I was drinking from 4 in the afternoon until I did the jokes.
Yeah.
And everything, there was a, it was so fun because I was so drunk. I got all the jokes off, it was funny, like 20, 30 people, good fun. Then I did every other night, I did a 5-minute set for him at his show. Like off Broadway kind of thing, right? So just like practicing, someone else didn't go well. But then every other night, so every night I wasn't doing that one, I was seeing comedians. I must have saw like 10 or 15 shows when I was out there. Pardon, this 7 up's gonna go away now. It's fucking much gas now.
Stamina on its own.
So I watched a lot of Asian comics. I want to know like what should I be like not aiming for, but like what's the inspiration of my people, what they're doing. Because I'm a British Asian comic. I do have a mixed heritage. I grew up here. I live here. I'm British, but I'm also Asian.
Okay. Oh, let me ask you, have you ever done the bitch out Asian joke?
Oh, where are you from?
No. Before you ask, no, I'm not your Uber driver. I'm not your delivery driver. That
I
is
hate it.
fucking a hack.
I hate it.
Good. That's the
I
right
used
answer.
it. I used it once and I regretted it. But it was an add-on to the end of a joke, and I was like, oh, that didn't work. So just ignore it.
Mm.
It was a play on words. It was like I'll tell you the joke in a bit, but basically Edinburgh. No, I'll tell you the joke now. Fuck it. So it was basically like a lot of like white people, mostly women, take Asian culture. So when was the last time you saw an Asian person do yoga?
Yeah.
When was the last time you saw or order a chai tea latte
Yeah.
or a turmeric latte? Turmeric latte has been like we call it haldi walad, which means like turmeric milk. We've been doing it for thousands of years. Suddenly you caught onto it. Now it's in coffee shops. But the one thing you don't take is Indian men. And then that always is a big laugh because it's like, yeah, it's true, we don't date Asians. And then I go, we took you everywhere. It's called Uber driving.
Okay, no.
And the reaction is 50-50.
Yeah, no, but I would say that's the same. That's not the same as the standard two-way line or a
I
bald
don't do
guy
that.
going like, oh no, I'm not
People will
Jason
bring me up on
Statham
stage.
from Wish.
People like Dan's put me on stage. Dan's put me on stage. Other people put me on stage as, oh, he's not your Uber driver. He's a comic. And I'm like, fine, just do what you want to do. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, it's all good. Like, I love you as a brother. Like, it's all good. Like, me and Dan have very similar styles in terms of our delivery and our persona, but he's like just dialed up, and I'm more calm. I try to be more calm. But anyway, Edinburgh, right? So I saw so many shows, mate. Ahir Shah, Joshua Bethania, Tom Stade.
Okay. I've got Tom Stade coming on. I'm still in the books with him.
Mate, Tom Stade, him and Dan's like lore is being written as we speak, right? Yeah. So I went to see him. I was like, I don't want to see any clips online. I just want to see him live for the first time go there and watch him. Watched him, fucking just OG masterclass.
Yeah.
Just such a good, coherent show. It was fucking packed out because the best comedy clubs, dark, wide, everyone's around you, the ceilings are low,
Yeah.
and there's one light source. That is it. That's the best kind of
Yeah.
club to look at, perform at, be in.
Yeah. The mecca of clubs.
Monkey barrels like that, top secrets like that, comedy stores like that. Why do you think these clubs are the best clubs in the country? Like Comedy Cellar in New York's like that. It's all the same. Wide, everyone's around you, not the round, but everyone's around, and just low and tight.
It must be hard to go from clubs to theatres then.
Well, Andrew Schultz is always a good person to talk about this because like he documented it with how famous he got during the podcast.
Yeah.
Well, he's
one of Rogan's boys, isn't he?
Before he was Rogan's boy, he was his own boy.
He was, but Rogan really pushed the class up, didn't he? Like,
Rogan pushes everyone. Rogan pushes everyone. Like Andrew Schultz, I know from like fucking Guy Code MTV days.
Yeah.
When he was, and that's how he met Charlemagne, and then him started the Pretty Idiots, and then he became Flagrant with Akash Singh. Then Mark Gagnon met him in Miami. Mm-hmm. I know the whole law about Andrew Schultz. I've met him a few times. I've seen him live like 5.
He seems like a nice bloke as well. Like, why do they seem like American comedians? Like, there's sort of like they've got like this new like level of like male 40-year-olds.
Like me and him would message. Like he'd message back. Now he just puts hearts in my comments because he's so fucking big now. But obviously, he'd message back, and we'd meet and stuff. Like I met him like a couple times. He's the nicest fucking guy. Like, and all the sisters to him, you know.
But then, do you find that in comedy that, like, no matter how high they go up, they're just normal people?
They're the most normal people. Yeah. And the thing is, it's like, if you want to like tag along, just ask, and they go no, run. I was like, yeah, cool, I'm back out. Like, you can always ask the question. Like, it's better to say the question what you're thinking in your mind because they'll know like it's from a genuine place rather than like just being creepy and tagging along.
Yeah, don't just turn up, rock up. Yeah, don't be a creep. Just be a normal.
No, don't be a creep. Like. I chatted to do you know a comedian called Morgan J?
Morgan Jane.
He's huge on TikTok and Instagram, like huge.
What's his name?
Morgan J.
It rings a bell. Part of it is there's too many fucking comedians comedy,
but he's actually he's different because he does some musical comedy. Like he does auto-tune, mixed up songs. He tells jokes as well. He had a couple specials on YouTube. One special Hulu bought. He's going to be huge. He's going to be absolutely huge.
Morgan J.
Huge. Yeah.
I wouldn't even try and guess what fucking ethnicity he is.
Oh, he's half Brazilian, half Italian, or something like that.
No, I haven't. Gotta be real.
Oh, he's massive, man. He's a friend of mine.
Okay, cool.
So I met him. I finessed my way into meeting him, basically.
Are you Austin boy? Okay, fair.
Yeah, he's fucking cool as shit, man. He's the nicest fucking guy. His whole team's so cool. I know. I'll get to that story in a minute. How I like finesse my way into like meeting like really famous people. But then I met Tom Stade. It's like, oh no, Dan. Because I wanted to meet him, and he's like, yeah, man, cool, man. Like, it's like we're going to a award show right now because Gareth March was up for the Fringe Awards. It's like he goes, cool, and I posted, and he's like, if you want to do anything 20 for me, you can do it. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, you know, Dan, you can do 20. We'll figure it out later. I was like, fucking what?
Well, so admit like that. Jason Patterson.
Huh?
You're Jason Patterson?
No.
A black comedian in London. I'm opening for him at Top Secret.
Nice.
Because he's just a nice, normal dude who's like, do you know what? If I can help someone out, I'll help someone out. Yeah.
Hey, give you a shot, man. Why not?
I said, look, I might go up and suck dick, but I tell you, I'll go up and do the best I can. He's like, yeah, that's what you can fucking never do.
Listen, if you went up and suck dick, like, it's worth the ticket price alone.
Yeah. Yeah. So you go, as long as, I think that's one of those, as long as you go up, you try, and you haven't got an ego about it.
No, you have to be, like, if you're worried about a gig or get anxiety about for a gig, or like you're anxious about gigs, like, because you want to do well.
Mm.
These guys are like, oh, I'm gonna kill it. Like I've done gigs where like I know I'm gonna do good, but not like, oh no, I'm gonna do good, like it's beneath me. I know I'm gonna do good. I'm in a good state of mind. I'm ready to go. I know my jokes. I know my set.
Yeah.
But then I always forget the order of my jokes. So when I start the joke, I know the joke. But I'm so terrible at remembering the whole set.
Yeah.
So I have to write it down or I have to look at it because And because as soon as I start the joke, I know the joke.
Mm.
I know the rhythm. I know everything about it.
Oh, I did that joke to an Indian woman once. I said the amount of jokes she's got written on her arms looks like she's going to a wedding.
Fantastic.
I was well
Because you
proud of
know,
that one.
because Dan, you know why it works? Because you know the culture. So no one can accuse you of being racist or being anti whatever or being you punching down because you know the culture, so you
Yeah.
know where the intricacies are. Like Andrew Schultz knows Punjabi culture, knows all. He learns about the culture, and then he takes the piss out of it because he knows people are like, how the hell did you know that?
Mm.
How the hell do you know like a lot of Punjabi, like there's a lot of Punjabi drivers in New York? How do you know? Because obviously he lives the culture.
Yeah.
So if you know the culture, and you know black culture, you know Asian culture, you take the piss out of it because you know, and you're an ally.
Yeah.
You're not taking the piss out of it because like whatever. So then the next day, so this is the crazy thing. So I know Josh Bathania. You know Josh
Yeah,
Bathania?
I know that name. Yeah.
So I went to his here, went to Edinburgh. He gave me like a PDF for an invitation to the So You Think You're Funny after party.
Calm. Cool.
So I started an AI email RSVPing. I met another comedian on my night out on the showcase I was doing. Brought him along. We went out to the after party. Got to the after party. Then and all the comedians there, all the young comedians there. Then we went to the after party, which is like in another place.
Which is now back in
And I
the
saw
PM
Josh.
again.
No. This is
Come
all
through
like
the morning.
throughout the night. So this is like by the time it's like two, 3 in the morning, we're going to
Yeah.
the after spot. And I saw Josh walking with his sign, his big pink, so you think a funny sign that he won like 2 hours and whatever.
Yeah.
And we walk in and he's like, come with me, Norris. And we get in and like Wes is there, Ibs is there, like Frederick Echo Beans is there,
Nice.
Dumb and Brari is there, like all the top like Asian and black comedians are just chilling in this place. And like this is where the fucking party's at.
This is going hard.
Like all Stamp Town were there. Like it was cool as shit. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here?
Mm. Well, a
Chatting to
bit like
people.
imposter syndrome, a little bit.
Kind of, but like the way the night went, that it went on to 5 in the morning, and I'm leaving, and I see Martin Obano, and we chat, and he's like, "I'll come to my show on Friday." I said, "Cool, I'll come to your show." So then I posted about Tom Stade. So then Tom Stade's like, "Oh, come chill with us. We're doing like a lock-in." So that was Friday. So I'll go down. It was Friday. No, that was Saturday. Fuck, crazy. So then
Started on the Friday.
Friday was Martin Obano show, which was nuts. So it's all mixed up now. It's in my head. So see, let me do Martin quickly. So see Martin show at 11:30. After I see Tom Stade on the, oh, you got it. I got it. 8:30 Tom Stade show. Saw Tom Stade, chill with him for a bit. Go straight to the Martin Obano show at 11:30 or 10:30 because you can't do back to back. You have a gap, right? Go to the Martin Obano show, finish that show, hang out with him after the show for a little bit. He goes, I'm heading to Stamptown. They dropped out 2 comedians. I'm going to be there. It's like, oh, I was like, oh, I'll roll through. Asked to chill with him. He's like, no, I'll go do something. I was like, cool, I'll see you there. I'm out. Quickly, I'm out. Go to Stamptown. It's a 2 hour show. It always overruns at Edinburgh. It's a sold out show. I walk into the show. Obviously, no one's queuing because everyone's already in there an hour. I walk in. They're like, you have a ticket? I was like, no, Martin told me to roll through. Walk straight in. And I'm just standing at the back on the stairs, just watching the whole show, watching the rest of the show for an hour and a half. Just because I mentioned the guy's name.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
finesse my way
mad.
in. Yeah. Then hung out with them after, like after the show ends, hang out with them. Then I saw Ibs and Wes. And then the next day, so I posted a story. Tom says like, "I'll come chat." So the next day, which is the Saturday night, which is a crazy fucking story as well. Like, so we go out, chin with Tom after his gig, go to the hotel across the road, get some rounds in, go back to the stand, and drink till 3 in the morning.
Mm.
So with Tom, his wife, his kids, Gareth Much, and Robin Granger. And Tom's like, these are the best comedians in the country, and they're the best writers. And we're just chatting shit, just having jokes and all this kind of stuff. And then he's like, and Gareth's like, oh, tell me your best joke. And I was like, tell him. He's like, that's okay. Obviously, he knows. And he's like, I didn't tell him my best joke. Actually, I told him a different joke. I don't know why I didn't tell him my best joke. Because this is you. You have to be like this on stage.
That's the hard bit. That's the bit where I think the experience
And I was
comes
like,
in.
how the fuck do I do that? And Tom Short was saying, like, you have to be more genuine and be more softer and be more open and be more vulnerable on stage.
Mm.
That's why I am in real life. I'm much more open. But then I've got a video which I haven't posted yet. I've got my Edinburgh wrap up. I'm still like waiting to post it. I've got a video of Gareth and Robin, who are supposedly the best comedians in the country, like writing comedians, like actual comedians, like one awards, the finalists, all that kind of stuff, saying I'm the funniest guy they've ever met.
That's calm. Yeah.
And I'm like, crazy, crazy. And I messaged, and Gareth's in London yesterday, but I messaged him. He's like, I can't see you. Like, we're going to be busy. He's going to go back up tonight. Because they messaged me back. Like, that's the cool thing about them. Like, they'll just take you back.
Yeah.
And,
But that's what I like about comedians. Like, I'll go back to the initial bit. They're just normal dons. Like, they're normal people.
mate, Josh messaged me back. Like, every time I was out, Josh would message me back, oh, I'm here. Come through.
Yeah.
You don't know me from Adam. I'm just a guy, like, I'm a fan. Like, I just want to know. I want to just get knowledge. And it's like, because I'm not a malicious person or just like, I'm just friendly or whatever. I make friends really easily because I have high emotional intelligence, not to be like, about
Yeah,
it.
I do. I bet. I guess they probably meet a load of like people who think they're too
Suck
good.
ups.
Or brown
Yeah.
nosers. I must be careful with saying brown nose. Um, or
Bravo. Encore.
low
Encore,
hanging
my good man.
fruit. Low hanging fruit. What did I say about it? But when they put it to me,
That's
a normal
genius.
person is like, right, he's just chilling like one of my mates. That's
Bro,
what
like,
it's.
just chill
That's a
in, man.
fresh air.
People want a good hang.
Yeah.
The best thing about comedians, they want to hang out with cool people. That's all they want to do. They don't give a shit, like whatever. But like, you can be a good person to hang out with. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
You know, like you're a good hang. That's why people will bring you on gigs and do all this kind of stuff, right? 4 months in the game, launch this podcast is going to be. I think it's going to be fucking big. Like you're starting
Thank
quickly,
you.
and I think you're doing a great job, and you're so genuine with it. And you can tell, like, I don't think you've interviewed anyone that's listened to you more than I have.
Okay. But well, that's why I got annoyed when that guy deemed me a racist. Because
No,
like
because the years no,
doing
but
that
he's not
on
racist.
social media and all these promoters being like, "Oh, well, we won't book him then." It's like,
No, it's bullshit.
and I'll tell
It's
you the bit that
bullshit.
pissed me off the most about that, truly. And
Mm.
then I said about, "Oh, he must be a troubled comedian." I was like, "Of course I'm troubled. I'm 33 and I've just started comedy. Obviously, I'm not in a good place." And he was like, "Oh, using the mental health as an excuse." It's like, bruv, fuck off. Like,
Yeah, I think
everyone's fighting their own battles.
he has probably a smaller worldview than you have.
Yeah.
You've lived in other countries, you know about other cultures, you run a pub, which means you engage with a lot of people every day. You've probably interacted more different variety of people in the world than he has.
Hmm.
So it's his insecurities laying on you, which is bad for him.
Yeah, but that sort of gave me a bit of a bad taste about not the amateur, the sort of like mid tier, not even mid tier. Do you know what I mean?
Listen,
Like,
they're people who have been in for 7 years still doing open mics and brings. And
yeah,
that's fine. But don't tell me you're doing it for 20 years and you're asking about open mics and do the running a bringer.
yeah, exactly. But as I said, I don't want to shit on anyone. I don't hate anyone. The reason I wanted to do this pod, one was for my own knowledge, and two, it
Mm.
just gives everyone their voice.
Plus, you had time off.
Yeah, to be honest, yeah. Well, I'll move on to Inverness.
Listen,
Bloody hell.
listen,
Well,
when that medium one is rolling through, it's like it's a different kind of beast.
yeah, but like I said, by doing this like the pod, there's just so many like normal people out there, and I think like when I do an episode here, I can tell within 5 minutes of the pod, yeah, we're gonna be calm on this.
It's gonna be an easy one.
Yeah, leaning back now, smoking, like yeah, this is just
When we go off this one, we're gonna have a little chat about who was not a good one for you to do.
oh okay. Well,
So
okay,
I want to know that I want to know the tea, as the girls say. You
okay.
know?
Well, I've had one person trying to out me, and
Mhm.
I took a picture of it. He's done an episode. And
Mm.
I had another guy saying, I've heard you're a racist, homophobic. Can you please not air my episode? And I was like, you know what? Fine. Don't care. Cool.
Pussy.
I said, fine. Like, no skin
Listen,
off my nose. Like,
listen. All publicity is good publicity, as they say. You know.
oh, who's I speaking to about this? I was like, I don't, and I'll go onto social media now. Good news, bad news. It feeds the algorithm.
Listen, man. There's a clip of Kay Swagoo, who's a British Asian. She's a comic. No, she's not British. She's an Asian. She's an Indian comic.
Yeah.
I think America, whatever. And then Kobe Coker heckled her at a Gong show.
Yeah.
Well, he's a boo, whatever. And then she like didn't at him in the comments, but exposed this person who booed her, like a fellow comic. And he booed her, and then they like, oh, get on stage then. And he went on stage and did his jokes. And then in the comments, like, who's this guy? Who's this guy? And Kobe's like, here I am, like, in the comments, and just like took it, just took it. It was like
Love. I know.
I can
I
see both
met him.
sides of it.
I think I met him. I met him at up the creek,
Kobe's Kobe's a good lad.
and I didn't
I was
realise
supposed to,
who he
like, I was
was
supposed to,
until
I
after.
was supposed to. Did you see him recently, like the other day?
No, 28th
Because
of
he was up,
July.
he was because I was supposed to do it on the creek. That's what we played it for this week. Because I was supposed to do it on the creek, but I got sick this week.
Oh, okay.
The worst thing is, this week I got cancelled 2 gigs. I'm like, oh for fuck's sake, because Sunday I haven't worked, so now I've got like cover
Yeah.
and not be in London. So now I hate cancelling gigs. Because last week I was sick, so now I've cancelled 4 gigs in a row. I'm like, for fuck's sake, you know what I mean? Look, it's not. I hate doing it. I hate doing it.
Yeah.
And like I got cancelled G&B. Like the first time I was like, just something happened in the day. I was like, just rocked by it. You
Mm.
know, like you get a bad day. Like, oh, that was, and I couldn't think of
Yeah.
anything. I was just completely
Okay.
blindsided.
I think I've cancelled one gig, and that
And I got
was
cancelled
the
G&B again. I'm like, oh, if I get bad from G&B, I'll be so annoyed. But no, whatever.
but the one I cancelled about 3 weeks in advance because I just got
Mm,
so. When I found I was going to do this competition in September, but when I found
mm,
out it was a clap off to who goes through, I was
mm.
like, no, can't be asked. Can't be asked. I'm not bringing anyone with me.
So you have the choice to do what you want to do.
Yeah,
They have the choice not to book you.
exactly. Yeah.
There's plenty of gigs out there.
Well, this is why I laughed. I've said this joke a couple times now. When the Muslim joke they didn't like, some promoters hated it, but I got booked 5 times in North London.
That was fun. I heard that the other. I literally heard that yesterday. I listened to the
Okay.
2 Hour podcast. Mate, I'm listening to your shit. I'm telling you.
Why North London?
But there's so many Turkish. There's so many Turkish in London. I know there's like obviously Stamford Hill and that area, but like there's so many Turkish there. Like, what are you talking about?
No, because it's a lot of Jewish town, isn't it?
I know. I said Stamford Hill.
Oh, sorry, brother. Yeah, yeah.
I know, man.
Oh,
I've got a lot of Jewish customers. Like for a day job, like since I was a kid, I make leather belts and leather
okay.
goods. So I've got customers there in Stamford Hill. I've got customers everywhere. Like I know, like people like all over the place.
Mm.
You know. So
So, what would you say, like the main demographic now of people who go to comedy nights? Because it's just been so mixed.
I think it's a huge mix. I think there's let's start from the beginning. Like not in terms of any kind of scale, but let's say highbrow people who are educated, middle class, whatever. They're going because they're usually paying for a ticket,
Mm.
so they want to be in. They want to be catered to.
Okay.
So they want comedians that are good, and they're not there for like a waste of time. Unless they're going to an open mic that's your local. Like there's a mic that Diesel does called Backstreet Comedy, and that's held in the Cross Keys in Chelsea.
Yeah.
So that audience is going to be younger, a bit more hipper, a bit more money, maybe a bit more woke, maybe a bit conservative, but they're still going to laugh because younger, older demographic. Because I went to that pub literally a few weeks ago. I was just on a Sunday. It's a different mix in there, but it was mostly white, whatever. Because in the area, that's what you're going to get. But for an open mic, you might get that the Arabic people around the corner, the Somali people around the corner, everyone
Yeah.
for an open mic. But then if you're doing a show for tickets with, you might get a middle class audience that is not going to enjoy anything that's controversial.
Yeah.
But then you might have an older crowd that's more conservative, that's more like not necessarily right wing, but like more like they're like a bit of that old kind of blokes humor.
Yeah.
Then you have the pub. Then you have like open mic that's like only comedians. So you got to get like whoever they fucking can bring along, or you'll do a mic that's for a certain audience that's all black audience,
And that's
all
the
Asian
one I
audience.
want to do. That's my next one. I
Oh,
want to do a black room.
black rooms are the fucking best
I want to do one. Like,
because if you're not funny, that's the best audience to find out if you're funny or not.
yeah.
Because they will laugh or they will not. Like Mo Gilligan has this bit on Instagram, but doing things like they'll let you know, boy. if you're not funny, they'll tell you straight with
Yeah.
not laughing. And then
That's
you have
what
the pub
I
gigs
want
like
to do.
that's what like Ben's gigs, Ginger Good Club, because like he will do a lot of pub gigs, and then regulars at the pub, they're just there every week. They're there all the time anyway. So that's the regulars. So that's why let's rotate comedians quite a lot at those gigs because like they don't want to fatigue you with that one person. So I'll go like every 6 weeks there. So I don't bombard that gig. So you'll see me like once every 2 months, once every month, maybe there at one of his places if I'm gigging quite a lot because he's clever. He's such a gem. He's the nicest fucking guy, man. That Ben, like the nicest fucking guy because he just gives everyone a shot and he's learning and he's learned more how to run a gig better and better because obviously we've seen this from the beginning. I did the first one and now how many fucking 100 gigs he's done. Such a gem. He's such a gem. him and his missus, like the nicest people ever.
Yeah.
But so that's it. Just does that help with the experience of the audiences? Like, so you get like a bit of everyone.
Like there are different
But then you
types
get,
of
but then if you get a
event.
drunk crowd that's completely drunk, you can't do jokes.
Mm.
There's no way, unless you're like obviously veteran, a bit more knowledge in the game, but you can't do jokes because they're not going to understand stuff. Like I've been to the comedy store at the midnight show,
Okay.
like a normal midnight show, and it's fucking chaos. Because the more drunk have you done the Ben's gig at the Dog and Partridge?
I've done 3 of his gigs now.
Dog and
So is
Partridge
that the one that's like
is
outside but not outside?
no, it's indoors. It's like a long road off the A13.
Dog and
Dog and
Partridge.
Partridge.
I'm
Yeah, Dog and Partridge.
sure I have. Let me take a look at it. Dog and Partridge.
Burton on Trent.
The dog in
It's
Grays,
Grace.
yeah?
Grace, yeah, Grace.
Yeah, it's got the bit to the right.
Yeah, it's got a little garden on the outside. Like, yeah.
No, I'm thinking of a different one. Yeah, I know, yeah, the parking around
Yeah,
the
the
back.
big
Yeah.
car park. Yeah, big car park. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I like doing that one because the crowd is a regular crowd. So you see
Yeah,
the same
well,
people
me
again
and
and
Dan
again.
nearly got in a fight last time there with a bloke.
Yeah, that happens because this happens. When you do the first half, they're laughing. It's warming up. You're laughing. If you perform towards the end of the first half, it's great because they lick it up a little bit already. Then the break happens, which is like a 10-20 minute break.
Yeah.
And the second half happens. And the first half of the second half is good but then the last half of the second half is fucking chaos.
Mm.
Because finally all the shots and stuff have caught up. So everyone's fucking trolleyed. Like trolleyed.
Yeah, no, this guy got proper butthurt with Dan because
With
I
Dan.
mean,
Or
yeah, because
you call him
basically
Dan. You call him
he
Dad.
Dan.
You call him Dad.
That's right. With Dan because so like this guy the whole time was going to the comedians. Oh, you should try being funny. You should try doing a joke. Do you know what I mean? Just like like the standard prickish stuff. Like I slapped him down a bit, and then I think he did like a gay joke to Dan, and then
Mm-hmm.
Dan was like, saying, "Oh, what'd you say, Baldy?"
So
And then
he's heckling the whole night.
what?
He's heckling the whole night, this guy.
Yeah, but shit heckling. Like the same
Yeah.
joke over and over. Oh, you should try being funny. Then like Dan was like, "Oh, do you want to try it?" Pass him the mic.
Yeah,
Like,
come, let's go.
yeah,
Come.
bitched out. And I think he called Dan gay. So he was like, "Oh, sorry, Baldy." And then his mate got really annoyed that he called him bald. He's like, "He's 50. Of course he's going to be bald. He's really insecure about it." It's like, what the fuck? Like,
When was the
oh,
last time you sucked him off?
yeah.
Be a mate.
So,
Be a
I
mate,
mean,
you know?
yeah. And yeah, then they were like trying to like harass these 3 women. So me and Dan were we weren't being nice, but we were like, look, like we were joking with them to try and like diffuse the
Trying to calm it down. But when they're that drunk, they don't understand. They think diffusing is insulting them
yeah,
because they're so dumb and drunk.
yeah. Well, the worst person to insult is a comedian, especially when they're on form.
Oh boy, oh boy,
Yeah,
boy. When when the motherfuckers on form, motherfucker better duck. See what I'm saying?
It's-
I can do a lot of accents as well, but I've never had to use it. Like I can do so many
I
accents. But I know
can't. I can't. I know
oh
you've
yeah,
seen the episode. You know every accent I do goes back to Indian.
do the
Can't
Indian
do
accent.
it.
No, man, we should start the episode like doing the Indian accent. Hello, Dad.
He's like,
Nice to see you.
yeah, he's like committed the whole time.
Come on,
Fuck.
do it, yeah. Come.
It's the first episode with subtitles.
I would give you permission, sir. Come.
So like, oh, top of the morning to you. I am an Irish and I go really well. Instantly, it just
Oh,
converts.
it did go. Yeah.
Slowly.
See,
Oh, I'm Scottish. I love the iron blue and I think the
oh, it does.
and
See, I
is
can
the
do
word
the
for me.
Scottish accent is very interesting because you can do that in brew like really easily. I can do a Scottish accent. See, when I do Irish accent, straight away I run like it switches really easily.
Do you
But you
have
can
the
do
word?
Cork. No, I don't do the Jimmy Carr things like Jimmy chicken and a can of
Ach,
cock.
what?
You give me cock, give me cock.
It's
And
like,
I'm
was
like you
that
can do
Jamaican? Is like saying beer can.
beer can. Me I
Beer
say
can, your
me I say
mum.
Daniel me I say Daniel
Yeah, so
top podcaster, you know.
I can't do it, so I'll never even attempt it on stage.
What
I'll,
can you do Chinese accent? What can you do Chinese? You can do Malaysian, I'm sure. You can do Malaysian.
Malaysia didn't really have an accent because
You could do
Malaysia's
just do
just
just
an
just do
Indian.
generic just do generic Southeast Asian accent.
Oh, just look on
Just
myself. No, see, Indian again.
yeah,
To be fair, Malaysia's a third India, so I want to say by
yeah, yeah.
default, man, that was me a little bit.
You
But
go straight to Indian.
just
That's
can't,
hard.
just can't do them. Which,
You should go on stage and be like, listen, I identify as a Asian comic, and like, knock knock, who's there?
I tell you the one I wanted. I did it with one of my boys in Bristol, and it was the funniest thing we ever did. Basically, it was this 5 minute one. I drove all the way to Bristol just to do this. We both wrote each other 5 minutes, and you had to just go
Oh,
up and do whatever they said.
well, yeah, I want to do that. I've got an idea for a show,
Oh,
like a show. So me and I don't know if you know Eddie Rojas.
yes, was it Mexican?
Yeah, Mexican American. Oh God, I
Yeah,
fucking love him. So I met him at
he's
Jiggle
Cambridge,
Club.
isn't he?
Yeah, Cambridge. Yeah,
I
fucking
like it. I've
awesome
got a lot
guy.
of time for him. He's a nice lad.
He's the loveliest guy. He
He
gives me
doesn't
good
like ice
feedback as
anymore.
well. Huh? There's no ice in his drinks. No, he's only hot drinks now. Only hot drinks for him.
So bad. That was such a bad fucking joke.
Yeah, I co-signed it, so it's fine. It's fine.
There
I'm brown enough.
we go.
Hey, órale, hermano, vato, man.
Well, that's what I love. I had a Nuva, when I had a Nuva pal. He was like, when he went to America, he was shocked that he was able to speak English. He was like, I didn't know Indian people could speak English.
Yeah, fuck it, Micah.
It was just like the fucking intellectual arrogance of it.
Listen, if the motherfucker, the CEO of Google's Indian, fuck you talking about?
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, fucking half of where's it fucking no, where's it? Not Salt Lake, Silicon Valley is fucking
Like,
Indian.
it's Indians, man, we're out there. We're out there.
Cost-effective software. I mean, I used to own a recruitment company doing recruitment for AI, blockchain,
Oh yeah,
gaming and gambling. I always hit
yeah.
up India for developers.
Oh, God, you have to.
Yeah, or Eastern European. Like,
Yeah, but this recent story is like a couple months ago. There was an Indian guy doing 8 jobs at the same time for different companies. As soon as they found out that he'd working somewhere else, they just cut him loose. So all these startups, he was working for all these startups, like knocking out the work like crazy.
yeah,
And they'd keep sacking him. But he'd get on the job. He was doing 8 jobs at one point. This one Indian guy was doing 8 different jobs.
ridiculous. Like, the work ethic,
Genius.
the work ethic. Like,
Mate, eight salaries.
you can't hate on that, can you?
8
Like,
salaries.
yeah, you
Crazy.
cannot hate on that. So I don't. All I care about is someone's work ethic. What they
Yeah.
say is that hard work will beat natural skill any day of the week.
If you have both,
Oh, then you're a goat. Like, do you know what I mean? All star.
it's
You
like
go.
I know how good I can be. I just have to work on it. So that's why I'm like, it's kind of a blessing that I can't do this because I'm like I've got to get better at writing. I know I'm a good joke writer. Like everyone always praise my writing because I always write jokes for other people as well.
Mm.
I won't say who, but like I've given tips and bits and bobs like people. I'm
Oh,
like just take it because
when you have a joke, you gift it.
yeah, just to take it.
Yeah,
Just take it because I'm not going to use it. I'm writing for you. I'm not writing for me.
yeah,
Like I'll write for other comedians
yeah. I just
because
well,
it's like
it's also it's if it fits your material. Like I've wrote a couple of
yeah,
trans jokes. So it's like, you know what? It's not my material. Yeah, I don't want to go up and do stage. Not that I'm scared to do it on stage. It doesn't fit my
it
persona.
doesn't fit me exactly because if you write because I wrote a joke for someone and I was like, listen, just a good joke for you. It's not for me. It's not mine. I'm writing it in your voice. I'm not writing it in a joke like I think
Yeah,
that you'd be good at. I'm writing it in your voice, which is a good thing to do because I think I just give bits. I just give a shit. I don't get like Eddie. Fucking what a nice guy, man. So me and him one time when we first met, I saw his set list. And he saw my set list. I'm like, should we swap?
mm,
He's like, yeah, it'd be so fun. So spot the idea. So imagine me and you at a gig. Let's say Raj and Dan's Topsy Turvy Wonderland.
yeah,
You have your set list. I have my set list. We'll swap the set list. So let's say I have like your 8 jokes,
yeah.
your 10 jokes. I've got to do a joke based on each one of the punchlines or the words that you use to trigger the joke.
Okay.
And then I'll do the joke that I think that you're going to say. Then you do the actual joke. But so we're both on stage at the same time. It's like bumping mics from New York. Bumping mics is, oh, let me tell you.
Am I with you on this?
Bumping mics is Jeff Ross and Dave Attell. They're always at the Comedy Cellar in New York. usually sometimes on stage together, just chatting shit to each other.
Yeah.
Bumping mics is a seasonal comedy where it's just them two kind of like fucking about. So imagine me and you on stage. I'll do your joke, then you tell the actual joke, right?
Okay.
Then you'll do my joke, and I'll tell the actual joke.
Okay. Fair. Oh, so
So then
so like say like my twin bit, but I just say to you like twin bit,
so
then
no,
you
so all you'd write in your hand is twin bit,
right, and then you just got to go up and make a joke about that.
and I'll be like, "Do you hate when you got a drill bit and you lose it and you can't find its brother?"
Brilliant.
But
Okay,
I'd
and
make a
then
joke about having a bit, and there's nothing to do with the bit at all.
right. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Yeah. So
Nothing to do with it. It's how my mind works and how your mind works.
okay, no, yeah, I
So
like that idea.
if I've got a joke saying Asian culture or British/Asian culture, I know my joke. Then what would you do a joke out of that bit, out of that those words?
What, just Asian culture?
What I say, well, there is really it's like a British taking Asian culture. Like that's the bit I have. Like the joke I just told you before.
Yeah.
They're taking yoga, taking all this kind of stuff, but they're taking Indian men. So like, but if you just had that in your hand,
Oh, what, just
British
Asian
slash Asian
culture.
culture, because that's my trigger to the joke. Do you see how
Okay.
the show would work?
Okay.
It's
I'm
quite
now
funny.
trying to. Okay, if I had to bang on a spot a joke about Asian culture and you wrote it, I would make it Indian.
Yeah,
Oh fuck me, because I hate this. Um, could you imagine trying to give Vishnu an arm wrestle out of Vishnu?
fantastic. See, so how easy that is.
Like that's the one with like six arms, isn't it?
Well, he's got loads of arms, yeah.
You're like, imagine
But
getting into a boxing ring with Vishnu, like
yeah,
something like that.
so good. That's so good. See how easy that is.
It's yeah, that's what I'd probably
But that's how your mind will work, how mine will work.
yeah.
I've got an idea to do a show.
Do you know how
Maybe
insecure Bin
maybe I'll
Laden
approach.
would be when he's in if he was Indian because he'd always have the target on his head?
Oh, it's so funny.
I don't know. We're letting it flow now.
Like a yeah. Listen, I'm telling you, that's the best thing because like I think that's a really good show,
Yeah.
especially if like you trust each other and that's your actual set and you've seen each other do the joke, so you know the joke that the other person's gonna do, or whatever it is. So I think that's quite funny because that's like a half-hour show because it's my 10 minute set, your 10 minute set combined, but also doubled. You see what I mean?
I got one more. I got one more now.
God,
How can a blind person be racist? Like, so I'm trying to think, like, could they like, and they'd go into the house and like smell the curtains. If they smell
well,
this, that. If
because all
they
the
smell
other, yeah,
this, it's that.
because all the other the senses are heightened.
Yeah.
I don't like your fucking accent, bruv.
Like, goes
You,
past a chicken shop, goes past a fish shop. It's a woman. Do you know what? I'm
oh
just
god,
trying to like.
just walk down Peckham High Street, you'll be fucked.
There's a bit there. There's a bit there. Blind racism.
Oh, it's so funny. You see that Dave Chappelle sketch where he's the black white supremacist?
Is that the one who goes to like the KK meetings?
Yeah, but he's a black supremacist that's white, that thinks he's white.
No. Okay.
Oh my god. So Dave Chappelle, season one,
I've seen so. Oh,
it's a
it's a Chappelle show.
yeah, Chappelle show
Okay,
season
yeah.
one of the first sketches of a show, or whatever, in the first episode, I
I
think.
don't watch Chappelle
It's
show
you need to watch it.
because they fucked him so hard.
Yeah, but you need to watch it. Because he's got all the money for it. So
I'm so
it's okay to watch
biased
it
on
now.
that, man.
No. He says it's okay to watch it now because Netflix paid him.
They didn't pay him. No,
They did. They did.
they didn't get paid
They
for
did.
it.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. Cool.
He
Then
got the
I'll go
money. He
back
got the money. He got the money from Comedy Central. So it's all square.
because I know that he didn't even own the right to his own name, did he?
No, he didn't.
Like
He
the
couldn't
agent
do
fucked it.
Dave's show. No. The contract fucked him. And he has a whole 60-minute thing about it on YouTube
Mm.
about what happened and why he reached Netflix and why he'd
The
always
devil
back
is
Netflix
the
because
devil's a monster. The industry's a monster in it, or something like that.
yeah, well, yeah, so good. It's
It's
so good. I think not just comedian. He's one of the best speakers of our generation.
yes.
Actual talking wise, I think he's on like George Carlin kind of level.
But would you still call him a comedian?
Yeah, 100%. Because
But
he's got a joke of like the punchline joke where he goes,
Kim Pussy.
yeah, that's so good.
Yeah. I just,
You
no, I
didn't
was
see it fucking coming either.
like when like you watch Chappelle say the last 3-4 years.
Hmm.
Okay, I would say there is not a man on planet Earth who could hold court better than Chappelle. The room will be.
I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play advocate.
Oh,
I'm gonna play devil's advocate with you.
God,
So I agree with you. 100% I agree with you. But the only ones that can or could is Burr.
no, no, because
No,
Burr's not
I'm saying
serious enough.
no, but Burr would point out Burr would point out hypocrisy. He's been shitting billions for the last year.
He
So
will, but I think Chappelle goes into monologues more.
bit 100% I agree with you. 100, I wholeheartedly agree with you because I love Dave and he goes into more diatribes, but educated ones with nuance and feeling
Yeah,
and then especially also with understanding. Like the Jerry Springer at the end of the Jerry Springer, like take care of each other, take it like him doing the Trump election win SNL open,
yeah.
him doing that and him doing the monologue and him doing it again when he's elected or again whatever. He's just I think he's a genius. I've seen him 5 6 times.
Okay. Oh, okay. I've got an interesting question.
Yeah,
It's proper going into America now,
yeah.
and this is something I've noticed, but I've got no factual evidence behind it. Okay. Why does it seem like all singers went for Kamala, but all comedians went for Trump?
Huh. I don't think Sydney Sweeney went for Kamala. Well, she's not a singer. She's just a good
Beyonce,
fat
Eminem, all
fucking
that went for
tits.
Kamala.
Well,
Burr, all the
uh,
Austin ones, where Austin's
I
notoriously
think
democratic.
I think I mean Joe Rogan's a Democrat,
Yeah, yeah,
but
he's because
this
I know he did. Theo did.
like listen, Joe Rogan's a Democrat. Schultz is a Democrat. Like all his comedians, when you look at their political ideologies, is Democrat. It's not Republican. But
Oh,
the
they went
thing is,
Trump.
well, no, the thing is, they did vote for Trump. But the thing is, if you understand like American culture, like I'm really into American culture, like I don't know why, but I just know about it quite a lot, right? Even people from America, like, how do you know this? I'm like, I just know it. Um, what's happening in the government was that said Biden's fine, Biden's fine, Biden's fine, Biden's fine. As soon as he didn't do that in that debate, Biden out, and no one voted for Kamala.
Mm.
She was vice president, pushed through. They didn't have a caucus or a Democratic National Convention where you elected a new leader of the party and go for them. It was too short a time. They fucked up the whole
Yeah, so
thing.
you say there's more lack of
And
options.
100% like options. Also, Democrats fucked it up in terms of where like they shot themselves in the foot, where like being too woke and being too accepting of everyone and alienating the rest of the population and not fighting for things that should be fought for.
Yeah,
And Trump promises this and doesn't deliver anything. He's the ultimate salesman. He'll
he's
always
a good one.
oversell you. He's the best because he'll
He's a good
oversell and
one.
underdeliver.
Like,
And he's done it twice. He was oversold and underdelivered every single time.
mm,
And the fact that he lies all the fucking time, like I think New York Times have got a list of all the lies they were told, and everything's been fact checked.
mm,
Like the debt, like I know a lot about politics. It's crazy that what he's done for the country, right? But the thing is, most people voted for him because they didn't want the status quo of the Democratic Party keep going for another 4 years. And
yeah,
she wouldn't change. She wouldn't change nothing. Immigration is a big issue in the US. She wouldn't change nothing. Complete open borders.
yeah,
It's they wouldn't have changed anything, and that's what they were against.
yeah. Well, look, if you bring it to this country right now, I have no idea what the hell I'm going to do next election.
I mean, just
It's I know look, we won't go too far into this, but Joey, because when I was growing up, I was conservative because my family was conservative. Then I started to think for
sure,
myself, and then I did
yeah.
Labour, and now it's just I don't know what the hell. I don't want to vote Reform. I don't want to,
Mm.
but I don't want
I
Labour.
mean, I don't know. I don't know what the policies are. Reform policies, actual policies.
Like, do you go Green? Do you go Lib? Like, so
I
we
mean,
won't go into it, but like,
I think
it's
if you this is a really good quiz you could do about what's my political party, and it's quite an intensive quiz, like 10, 15 minute like choice. And my one was Lib Dem. I was like, I'm not voting for a party that's someone to get elected.
yeah, yeah, completely agree. Like,
Um, like the thing is, like every party shoots in their own foot. Like this country's been more conservative prime ministers than Labour, and conservative for longer in longer periods. So it's been like how many years of Labour? How many years of conservative? Like 16 years of conservatorship,
what was it from? When did Brown leave? Was it 06?
maybe. I mean, it was like obviously Brown leave, then it was like Cameron. Johnson, Truss, Sunak,
May.
May. So five.
What's the new woman now called?
Five. I don't know who's even head of Conservative. I don't know.
Black female, isn't she? Neva?
I'm so apathetic.
Call her
I'm used
Janet. Fuck, so I don't know.
call it, yeah, Janet, Janet.
But,
At least you should call it Okwaweli or something. Some crazy like African name. That would be fucked up.
one of my best mates, Nolan, he's South African. The
Mm.
and but he can do that, and it is so sexy.
Daniel Farr.
Yeah, it's like,
Daniel Farr.
but I'm just like, brother, this is a party trick and a half.
Listen,
Like,
man, Russell Peters was doing that back in the 90s.
it's
Really,
that. I don't,
really.
people be like, "Oh, you're racist for saying that." No, I'm
No.
appreciating that, brother. Like that is sexy.
But, yeah.
Reagan. I don't. I'm sorry, man. If I said Reagan, I was thinking of fucking prime ministers now. Reagan. Um, Rajan. We'll go. There you go. See, I gotta say, it always goes back to Indian. So if I say Reagan enough times, I come out Rajan. So, you know.
But the funny thing is, you're saying my name correctly because it's spelt so similar, but like how you say it, it's not the second A. So you're saying it perfectly, Rajan. So it's spelled Rajan.
Well,
But
okay,
if you
but
spell it,
I'm going to challenge this because I feel
okay.
like Indian names they just chuck random vowels in.
I mean, mine's not.
Okay, yours not okay, but you're no. Okay. I'm doing a pure racial stereotype here now.
Yeah, but that's more like
Was that the way I
different cultures,
pronunciated
mate.
it?
No, but Punjabi is very literal language. So how it's spelled is how it sounds. There's no sneaky little.
What's your name? No.
Makpum. Like, no, there's no sneaky little languages. It's a very
Oh,
simple, very phonetic language.
that always made me laugh. My best mate's Albert. His actual name is like Alberta Ella Kalawana Nakadi. And I was like, oh, so what do you call it? Oh, Albert.
Italian or African?
African. I was like, brother, what's your Christian name? Help a brother out a little bit.
Well, it's like the same thing with Chinese people. They have a Chinese name and they have an English name.
Yeah, they do.
You know.
But they go more by their surname, don't they?
Well, I have a couple of agents in China, and like their names are like Murphy and Edward and Charlie.
It makes no fucking sense, does it? God,
You know.
the one I always love asking, what's the worst thing you've ever seen someone do on stage?
Oh, okay. Are you ready? Because I've got a few stories about this. So
Ready, brother?
I'll give you about these are 3 or 4 stories. So the first worst thing I ever think was someone taking Daniel Brinkford's punchline.
Well,
I saw that live,
spoke to him about this, yeah.
and he took one of my. I did so basically when we first did the course. He knows yeah, he's spoken about it as well. So me and I had headbutts with this Bangladeshi comic in the same course, and we had the same like where you're from joke, but my way of telling the joke was a bit more nuanced, a bit more like subverting the audience's expectation.
Yeah.
Not in like the hacky thing of saying, oh, I'm from India, it's called Bethnal Green.
Yeah. Oh, from a very impoverished village. What's it called?
Yeah,
Bethnal Green. Yeah.
exactly. I
Stan.
didn't do that. I use the same words, but in a different,
Oh,
more
from
nuanced, more
London,
emotional
Londinian
way.
Stan or some shit like
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. None of that bullshit. So, or Bradistan or whatever. So, like, I didn't do it that way. I did it
No,
in
about
like
that one.
I did it in more emotional. East is East, isn't it? Like classic. But like, I did it in a more nuanced way.
Yeah.
And since he heard me do it that one time, he was doing it the same way with his words.
Oh, I've got to just change the location.
Every Asian black person has done the where are you from joke. Where are
Yeah.
you from? I'm from da 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 whatever. But I have a thing about what it says on my passport. Like it says I'm from Hackney in my passport. It says Hackney in my passport. Like I was born there.
Yeah.
Like I grew up in this culture. Like I do a more emotional connection with the audience, and then have the joke. And he started doing it, and I was like, listen, I'm not having that. Like all kicked off in the fucking WhatsApp group like crazy.
Yeah.
People were like, oh, it's a joke. That's everyone done it. No. I said no. He would never write that fucking good in his life.
Yeah.
And then Tom Short told me like, listen, just let it go. Just whatever. You're early, just let it go. Because you can always write a better bit, but he
Should
can
they
never
be
write a
shot
better bit.
down for it, or will they expose themselves eventually?
Well, this is the thing. So when he used, so Dan had a joke about his the setup to the joke was something about being on universal credit,
Yeah.
and then this guy went on before Dan at this gig, and we knew every single comic on the gig because we set up ourselves kind of thing, whatever. Yeah, one guy set it up, um, and he went before Dan, came in late, did his material, took Dan's fucking thing. I was like, and I heard the joke. I was standing there, Dan, that's your fucking bit. I said, that's Dan's bit. He's remixed it, used the same punchline, which you would never use before until Dan said it.
Mm.
But he takes it, remixes it very shitly, and uses his shit writing, which I'll say it 100% to his face because I said it before to his fucking face.
Oh, I'm 100% calling out fucking joke thieves. I'm so for that.
Did I say his fucking name?
What? No, no.
I'll fucking do
After,
it.
tell me after.
I'll tell you after, because you'll, everyone's going to say,
I disagree with public shitting on people unless they do a post about you. Then I'll do a YouTube video about it.
If it were bigger, if it was bigger, to take an actual joke, this makes more sense. But it doesn't matter. Early in it doesn't matter. But then Dad took it. Dad's like, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. I was like, watch everyone. Dan's gonna fucking murder him because Dan's up next.
That's a killer, yeah.
And Dan did it and called him out, and it was just the most brutal, delicious
chef's kiss
takedown. It was like,
yeah.
It was like the best bite of a burger you ever had, or like the best perfect bite of a sundae with a warm brownie. It was just the most sumptuous cookie you ever had. Like it was just like a big bite of steak with mashed potato and green beans. Like it was the most delicious peppercorn sauce you ever had.
Is the guy still gigging?
Right? Well, apparently, another comic saw him audition for So Think You're Funny, like a year later, and he's still doing the same jokes.
Yeah.
Same shitty jokes.
Yeah.
Miles Carter saw him audition at the same time, and he was like still doing the same shit.
Mm.
But
who?
Miles Carter, the guy I mentioned before, like
Miles. Okay, I know Mike Carter.
Miles Carter's a fucking beast, man. He's a fucking. He
writes
like crazy.
I'm 100% against joke face. 100% against it.
Like Miles got the thing of like he writes a lot, right? So he'll write like let's say 100 jokes, and he'll try 50 or 60, and 20 will hit. Whereas, and it's not a slight on Miles, because I've told him before. We speak about it very candidly. I said I don't have time to write shit jokes. Write anything I think. Like if I find something funny, I'm like, okay, cool, write it down. That's the point. That's the point. That's the sticking point. That's the thing that's gonna be funny. And either I'll have the whole joke form in my head before I even write it down, or I'll have a thought that I've got to develop into a bit. So I'm not saying all jokes are hitters.
That
I've written, but more often than not, they're going to work if I work at them.
You've got quite an intellectual validation process of right. I think they'll like this. They won't like this. Not 100%. I'm going to go try it anyways.
Okay, I know you're not going to cut this, but let me get up for a second because I'm going to get my joke book out.
Then go on then. Mine's my phone. I'm going to go through my notes, see what last week I've wrote down in this.
So look, I've got my original joke book, number one.
Standard, yeah, beautiful, nice
and my new one.
Oh, there we go.
Because when I started writing some of the joke book, you remember it better. So here's something.
The last thing I wrote down was, are you ever in gridlock so you drive forwards a little bit to give false optimism to the people behind you?
And that's good because it's universal.
Yeah. I think I wrote that whilst in gridlock.
So I was thinking to myself at one, oh god, this is gonna be so bad. I can't read this one out. This is a dangerous one.
Okay.
Actually, no. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna tell you this is a controversial one, maybe controversial. We'll see. The safest sleep that a woman can ever have is a forest surrounded by bears.
Brilliant.
Or with a 6'5" gay man. She wasn't even safe with the dwarves.
Normal 7 of them. I like that.
I mean, that's a little thing.
Is it saying there because like gay guys can be called bears, can't they?
See, there's a connection there as well.
Yeah.
So here's one. Just a thought.
Yeah, 100%.
Am I the main character of my own life?
You're the main character of your own life.
Like, am I supporting? Is my whole purpose to support someone else in life, or is it just like, am I the hero of my own film? I'm not. I'm just like a supporting character. You know, it's something like that.
Oh! I've got a funny bit you can add on to that. If you transferred it into as a game, I'm waiting for the DLC of my own life, but I can't afford it.
That's good. See, it's good. And then I have bits. That's like a whole fully fledged bit. Yeah. So I'll read this out. I've not performed it yet, but so my barber is a 6 foot tall, silver haired by choice, tattooed Christian Croatian vegan who smokes rollies. I still am not sure if I should make a move or just be her straight friend
I
because
like that. I like that, Cal, yeah.
every time she gives me a peck, it's on the lips, and I'm still confused about my sexuality because of that and her sexuality. But I haven't seen her do that with other clients, so I think I'm special.
She might think you're special. Yeah, or treat you
Yeah,
like
of
you're
course I'm
special.
special. I'm special. I'm special.
I tell you my big worst when the first ever Indian massage I got. The first, never phrase that. I've never gone
Yeah,
back to an Indian hairdresser again because halfway through they
they
start
started
giving you like the
whacking you in the
little
head.
pats on the back, and all of a sudden they just
Yeah.
snap your neck, and then
Oh
after
yeah.
that, they tell you to fucking relax. They got
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
the other side.
After you got assaulted.
It's like, it felt good, but it's like, bro,
Yeah.
like, fucking give me an incoming message. This is gonna
You know,
happen.
listen, just your 3 to 1 warning, bang. Like they've got
Yeah.
I've got another bit like this, like like my opening bit is like I will go on stage, I'll go, hello everyone. Um, just in case you didn't know, I'm Asian. So deadpan. And everyone's like, fuck, of course he's Asian. Um, another bit I've got to add on to that, which I haven't done yet. I'm giving you behind the scenes. It's like, as you can tell, I've definitely got alpha energy,
I
but I'm definitely not a beta either.
would say
Um,
I'm soy, but I'm not a Chinese Asian.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like, one thing I've written recently was the latest one was that more white people go to Holy Fest than brown people in this country.
Okay.
There's something about it's like Asian culture, like because like, they have the Holy Fest festivals where everyone throws the powder and stuff like that. And obviously massive in India. They brought it over here, and probably more white people go
Uh,
than brown people, which is like a funny thing, I
well,
think.
what's one? I gifted this joke to my mate, but
Yeah.
it's one of my favourite ones I ever wrote. Basically, you know the NHS is giving out the pill for free now.
Hmm.
So, but it's weird
Okay.
because women are now going around and they're filling themselves up with cum like they're in a Claire. But by looking at some of you crowd members, more like profiteroles
Oh,
because they're small and dumpy instead of long and skinny.
nice.
I think I'll do that joke if I've lost the crowd anyway. So I wanted to go down swinging.
Just if you
Sometimes
wanna,
it's funny to bomb.
if you really want to bomb on purpose, like one time I tried to bomb on purpose and it didn't work.
Yeah,
Kid on laughing, and I was like, I'm trying to bomb you, like you fucking me up.
yeah. So yeah, because well, when they laugh at the wrong bits or they don't laugh at all, it was like my gay marriage joke bit. Just because it was, I stand by. I think it's a good joke. They
I
didn't
think it's
laugh
a good joke.
because of the subject. And it's like read between the lines. Obviously, I'm not against this.
I think it's a good joke and it works. So fuck everyone else. The thing is like sometimes you said like you just said like an interesting point where the audience laughs at the wrong bit. They're not laughing at the wrong bit. You've written it with a purpose in mind, but an audience is giving you feedback of where the laugh is going to be.
Yeah,
But
true.
different audiences will love different bits. So I've got a joke. One of my go-to bits, like it's always in every single set I do because it's my opener or my closer, and it's the best thing I've written. I think in terms of like a joke that I've perfected and sharpened and sharpened and sharpened.
Yeah.
The joke is the introduction to myself. So it goes, listen, I'm from Bedford Green, East London. Like back in the day, in the 60s, 70s, all the fucking Crays and the hard geezers, all the Peters and the Daves and the Johns were here, right? But then like all the Indians and Bangladeshis came and give you a lot of flavour. And that never used to get a laugh because I was always trample over it. But now they get a laugh now in that little section. Then I thought we all made money and moved to Essex. But the different kind of like have you noticed like different kind of whites came back to East London?
Now
Like
what?
the different kind of whites. So like middle class whites, they're all from Chester and Suffolk. And
Yeah,
they're
well,
all like
I know it's not Kent, but it was like the thing. There was like the joke that older Cockneys moved to Kent.
yeah, so like so basically we all moved basically, right? So like the joke goes like have you noticed like different whites moved back to East London? They're all like middle class whites. They
Yeah.
all got like they're all from Chester and Suffolk. They got a laugh. Then he goes, have you noticed they all got weird names like Maximilian Persephone? So that gets a laugh. And he goes, have you noticed only like white girls are called India? And that gets a laugh. And then I finish it off with, well, you never heard of a brown person be called Romford Patel or Southend on Singh or Muhammad Milton Keynes.
I'm now trying to think of a location, but I've got no.
So that little bit at the end,
No, I think
because
that's
it's
got to be
because
an alliteration, isn't it?
because of the pauses,
Peckham Patel,
I am hitting you. I'm hitting you with punchlines.
Greenwich
With the
Barney,
line. Nah, I think Ron Patel just kills.
Romford Patel, yeah, bangs.
When
Because
I was in when I
Patel's
was
the
in
most
Edinburgh,
stereotypical one going, isn't it?
exactly. So it's the most easy one. I'm gonna do a Seek one because it's a bit easier. So like, I'll do a Sting one eventually. But the thing is, like South End Sing, I do because it's
Southend and
fun.
Sing. Yeah,
South End Sing,
yeah, my bangs.
Muhammad,
Southend and
Muhammad
Sing.
Milton, Muhammad Milton Keynes.
Yeah, yeah, the alliteration. Yeah,
So you
I'm
got so you
stuck
got
for the
your.
alliteration.
I've
Yeah,
already got the illustration there. And the
yeah,
thing is, Romford Patel works because obviously Patel everyone knows Patel straight away.
yeah.
And Romford's like some shithole. Like, everyone's a shithole, right? Everyone's a shithole. But the thing is, like when I was in Edinburgh, I changed it to Aberdeen Patel.
It just didn't work. Or
No, it worked.
oh,
So
yeah.
I moved it.
It's a universal one. Wherever you are, you can
Yeah,
take it.
I'll move it to because gentrification happens for like a lot of like minorities move to an area, everyone moves out because they got money, but then all like it's gentrification, so like rich whites come back.
Yeah,
So that joke works everywhere. So like,
yeah.
but the thing is, when I did the
Brixton's
punchline,
now
what
expensive. Fucking
May
explain that to me. Peckham's up and
May
coming.
Mate, Peckham Rye is bougie AF.
How? How? Like, look, I'm not shitting on this, but
No, but you can walk on Peckham, and it's still Peckham. You walk 10 minutes, you're Peckham Rye, where you got restaurants and bars and
yeah.
Voodoo Rays and a pub and the Nag's Head. Like there's all kind of pubs down there. So it's changed a lot, bro. Like Peckham's changed a lot. Like Ballin's just like yummy town now.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
Dulwich is
I like a
like
bit of rough still, can't lie.
I fucking love a bit of rough,
Yeah.
But there are few and far places in between now.
Yeah, to be honest.
I mean,
Obviously, if I was on
Hackney's
the
still.
Titanic, I'd rather be on the fucking third deck than first class.
I mean, Shoreditch is still crazy. It's still Hackney.
Yeah.
Stokey's like a different country.
Oh, 100%.
Like every
So,
bougie place you can imagine.
let me do this one then. What's the time you've bombed the hardest then?
Right. This is a great story. Um, so it was at a pub. It was at Ginger. It was Ginger Giggle Club.
Where?
It was at the ship on. It was at the ship, like the one in Grays, like really far out where the water is. And it's like the
Yeah, I'm with you.
closest. So went there, and the whole thing started off weird because the room's not set up for comedy, right? So you're on stage, and there's a main bit in front of you, and a bar's there. But then there's a room to the side that's open, kind of thing. So people are sitting there as well. But there's a wall there, so you can kind of see what we kind of can't. And I've got a lot of fucking middle class white lady material to do,
Yeah.
and a lot of pussy eating material to do. Because I'm doing the because I've got a finish this 10-minute set again. It's my fifth time doing that set because I've got a gig. Because I had Camden Fringe on a Sunday,
Okay, calm.
which I had to because this material I'm going to do. I have not changed anything. I've got to do this set because I know it works 4 or 5 times. It's the fifth time I'm doing it to a different crowd, and I've got to get through it. So now I'm doing so I can do Camden Fringe. Now the whole thing kind of weird starts off weird, right? So there's a working class white Essex comic who's just done his set, and he's brought out a chair when he's doing a set, and he's like, I'm just gonna sit here for the next comedian, and then I'm the next comedian, and Ben's like, yeah, fine, and I'm like, what? So already like I'm thrown off because I'm on stage, the the Giggle Club band is behind me,
Yeah.
and this guy is directly behind me, like literally, I'll hit him, like he's so close, and he's behind me staring at the crowd, so it's already awkward,
Yeah.
and I'm like, what the fuck's going on? Ben's put the timer on, the timer's working, and I'm like, I'm gonna start bullying this guy.
Yeah.
It's so fucking, I found it so rude,
Yeah.
funny as well, and I'm like thrown off, and I found it so rude. I'm like, just started fucking berating him. I said, when's the last time an Asian person told you what to do? And then he was like, he goes, I'm standing there. I'm like, bit of a prick move. We talked about it after, it's fine. But I was like, and he's like, oh, it's gonna be awkward now. I'll walk off. I was like, yeah, fucking damn right. So I've already thrown off because of that, which I'm just killing him,
Yeah.
and I'm getting little bit laughs, whatever, cool. Because I'm like off now. I'm off kilter. I'm not centered
Yeah.
now. And it's 8 middle-class white ladies or working-class white ladies right in front of me.
Mm.
But not getting to all this like fucking white women bits, which is not like that. I'm saying like you could say, oh, this is doing these white women material.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Because I have a thing about like, oh, I'll have to see my brown flesh on their white skin. It feels like I'm really taking back the colony.
Doing your bit.
And it's like I call it um I want it's called white pussy reparations
Yep. Well,
or in
pussy
legit India.
preparations. Yeah, I like that.
So it's like a whole thing. I got this whole script
Yeah.
about it, and it's like it's a nasty thing to say. The way I'm saying it is like I'm taking piss out of myself for being so not with my own culture, where I'm like I'm escaping it,
Yeah, yeah. Calm.
but taking something back. Um, and I got into pussy eating, and these women did not like pussy eating.
Mm.
They're
Straight
like, yeah,
away, yeah, like,
we don't like it. It's like, oh, we know what's down there. I'm like, oh, I'm really good at it though.
yeah,
And then the gig goes so bad. It's already started. It's supposed to start here. It already started here,
yeah.
and then it's gone down. For the audience, it's like this, and it's just gone down, and it's just stayed there. A little peak, and a little bit of this, and it's gone down. For the comics, it went from because seeing other people bomb and do crazy shit is funny. It starts off here. It goes so bad down here. It gets good again because how I'm just trudging through the material.
Oh, it's so good when you go on after someone who has bombed,
Yeah.
but they
So I
haven't
did.
pissed the
I
crowd off.
but all the comedians and some of the guys in the corner, they're laughing their heads off.
Yeah.
But the women are not laughing at all now. So like this one woman, she heckled me 3 times. So the third time she heckled me, she was dying on stage because I think it's so awkward now. I think I'm just off. Everything's going weird. Like how much time? Like I've got the time limit on my head. Like it's all fucked. The room's not set. Like it's weird. Not a credit to Ben, obviously opportunity, but like because every little thing that happened threw me off. And the woman goes, dying on stage. I said, did you say dying on stage, madam? I said, listen, I'm Indian. When I die, I'll come back again and do this again. When you die, you'll be gone forever. And the comedians went, oh, like it was fucking nuts.
I'll
So
reincarnate as a comedian
that's
next time.
I'll reincarnate and do this again. But when you're dead, you're gone forever. There's no fucking bringing you back, bitch. You know what I mean? And it just went so bad. The jokes worked, but the thing is, it went so bad, it went good. All the
Yes.
comics rated my stuff. All the comics rated my stuff. But it's like, listen, I don't care. Like whatever. These audience want to kill me. But I had to get through it because that's what I had to do. But that's the worst time I ever bombed. But the thing is, even with bombing, it wasn't bombing because the comedians knew where I was coming from in terms of the jokes.
Yeah.
So they still laughed. The comedians laughed, but the audience didn't really laugh because it was those were the majority of the crowd, those 8 women. But that's the worst time I've had on stage in terms of that. But I've never done so badly that no one's got a laugh. I've been silenced.
Mm.
I've done a punchline that got silenced. I'm like, that's weird, and then I bring it back. But
Yeah.
the whole joke got laughed apart from that little add-on.
Well, I think when a joke dies on its ass, just like you know this, acknowledge that it didn't go well, and
Yeah,
then
because you get laugh at that. Because I did this. Oh my god, in Edinburgh Fringe, I met this comedian called Kevin. Ah, fucking know what? I've got to look it up because he's a legend in the game. Like he's a one-liner comic,
okay. One
and
line comedians are my guilty pleasure.
I know.
I'm not.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want to do it myself, but I do find them good.
There's a guy called Kevin O'Brien.
Kevin O'Brien.
And he's won like best joke of the Fringe or second best joke of the Fringe. Like
Yeah.
he's really a one-liner. He's done a whole tour, everything. Yeah. So he this is after the Essex gig, by the way. So this is in Edinburgh. He's walked in, done his like he shows up like he doesn't give a shit. That's his shtick, and he does his one line bang bang bang, kills it, everything. So now he's sitting behind me on a bench of seats, but he's behind me, and I'm on stage, and I'm like, this is bringing flashbacks.
Yeah. PTSD. Yeah.
And he's a big guy, so I said to him, oh, I'm really happy that Kevin's sitting out by the exit because just in case the ambulance comes, he's closest onto the door. And I was like, oh, and I did it again, and I brought the joke back, and I started doing my material. And I did another fat joke on him. He goes, "You're not exactly slim, are you?" And I was like, and everyone started dying.
Yeah.
And I was like, spud, because I'm not going at him because he's a rude person. I'm going at him because he's a comedian. He's funny,
Yeah.
and I'm doing it out of love. I'm doing it because I just to get rid of the awkwardness for me.
100%.
And then everyone thought, "Oh my god, he's got something against Kevin." But then I
Oh,
bought
they
but
backed. Okay, they thought you was. Oh, okay,
not in
cool.
the
Yeah.
moment. Like after, that's what I'm going at him, and he's going at me. It's like, no, we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
So then, so this is funny, right? So then So I bring my material back, and it's like once you start get heckled by a one-liner who's a legend, and I still brought my material back, and it was like you did a great performance, like you brought it back and just shelled it. So I did that, and the next day I saw him, obviously 2 nights later because I was doing it every other night, right? So every night I saw Kevin, and Tom's like, whoa, whoa, you guys, you guys, you guys, and I'm like, no, 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 it's all love. And we chatted, and he goes, "You're a very funny guy. Just listen to Tom, what he's got to teach you, and you'll be good." And he's written something on a comment on Facebook, like the nicest words. And when you get people like that who've been doing it for so many years, giving you praise, and like you're good, like they're saying legitimately you're
It
good,
just
it's
puts a
such a
bit
fucking
more
humbling thing.
fuel in the engine. Like, you know
Yeah.
what, I can do this. Like,
Listen, I went to
shit.
Fringe, and I felt like I advanced 6 months in the game. Like much
Yeah,
more relaxed now. I don't have like expectations of a gig. Like I know I'm going to do good in terms of if I show myself, my true self, and like do a material, it's going to be fine.
yeah. But could you
You know.
imagine being a comedian who couldn't take a joke?
Oh, I know some of them.
Like, I said, you could. I'll tell you like, you could do every single fat joke under the sun to me. Bad teeth joke, glasses joke,
Yeah, but
anything you want,
if it's
as long as it's good.
but the thing is like the guys, we shit each other like anything, right? So I'll say the rudest things to you to your face on stage, but you know it's coming from a place of love. It's not coming from like a place like I'm just shitting on him because it's a dickhead.
Yeah,
I'll only take the piss out of you if I like you. If I don't like you, I won't even joke about you.
yeah, yeah,
I
100%.
want to joke about you because you're not worth my time to joke about. You know. So it's like
Yeah, I mean, is there anything I could say that you'd be like, no, I'm offended over that? I think you'd be offended if it was a hack job.
I hate hack stuff.
Yeah,
I don't like low hanging fruit. I like smart comedy.
yeah,
Not that there's not a place for hack stuff, like whatever, but hacky is like, oh come on, like you could write something better.
yeah.
Like if anyone was an Uber driver, do you know what I mean? Like you could be more fucking original.
Mm.
First of
Um,
all, I drive a fucking
but then,
Benz
I'm not gonna lie.
or I drive a
Sometimes when
whatever.
hack's quick, it does. Because I've said this one a couple of times on the pod when I was gigging with Dan, and some guy
Mm.
went to him like, oh, that was a shit joke, and he just replies him, oh, do you want to hear a shit joke? Your life, and it just broke
I've seen
me
that being done. I've seen that being done. Yep, I've seen it
because
done that.
obviously on paper that is the world's shittest joke.
But the way
Joe
it's the
was
way he
fat,
did no,
your
it's
mum.
good, but no,
It's so
the way
bad, but
the way Dan delivers it is full of venom.
yeah.
So you know you don't want to fuck with him because he's got that anger.
Mm,
He's got that fire. I told him Machine Gun Dan. I told you,
mm.
you know, he's he's my brother, man. He's my brother for life. Like I'll always rate him, and he's the nicest guy,
Yeah,
and he's
I
so
got
genuine.
I got a lot of time for him.
He's always so
No,
positive, and
no,
he's the guy like when he's going through some shit, like I'll be there for him, and you know, and me and him maybe not have the same vision of a joke because he'll be like, "Oh, you should do this with the joke," and sometimes he's been like, "Oh, that's my kind of frame of mind, like how I would do the joke," and sometimes give me advice. Many people give you advice, and it's like, "Oh, you should do this with the joke." A comedian, not like a audience member or your friends or whatever.
yeah,
A comedian's feedback's more important because they know how jokes work, especially a comedian you admire. Like Eddie gave me some feedback the other day. I was like, "Fuck, it's so insightful, so good." Like, oh my god,
yeah.
um, like really, like okay, cool, great, because you can take criticism.
But would you say there's a difference between warranted and unwarranted, or should you
Well,
always take it?
no, 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 no. The thing is, yeah, you have to ask. So, do you mind if I talk about your bit?
Yeah,
I'm not saying, oh, you should do this. If I know you, I'll just say it because we have the same quid pro quo. But let's say you do a set and you have this joke that didn't really work, but I know how to fix it. And I'm like, Dan, mate, listen, do you mind if I talk about this joke with you?
mm.
And then you say yes, you give me permission to engage in the conversation with you. See,
Yeah.
consent,
But
Dan, is very
as my
important.
boy, I'd want you to.
Yeah, but
Like,
consent is the thing, right? Even if it's feedback, like you have to ask.
yeah, yeah. But as my boy,
Like
I'd want
if
you to give.
giving feedback, positive feedback is always loved.
Yeah,
You're just so good in this bit. Like if you don't mind, I'd like to talk about some of your bits with you, and that's just permission. And you give permission, it's all good. But when it's unwarranted, it's like when like you bring friends to your gigs, whatever. Like just like oh, it's gonna be a good night. Come along, and they go, oh, you should do this. Like if you're not a comedian, shut the fuck up.
yeah, yeah.
Don't tell me. If you're student comedy, you love comedy, whatever, all good. But if you're not been on stage and done stuff, don't tell me anything.
Oh, don't. Oh, how many times have you met Piercehead Barry who's like, oh, I could do stand up? Well, go on then.
Oh, do it then.
Do it. Just do it. Like,
Do it.
there's no There's no barrier
But
of entry.
but most people are in admiration of stand-ups in terms of like, oh, I couldn't do that. I'd be so anxious, so scared to do it. I'm like,
I
it
thought
is
that
scary.
initially, but now I'm like, why?
The thing is, it's worry, it's fear of judgment. That's what it is. But
Yeah,
if
but
if
I
you're
don't want
if
to be
you're
hated by people.
but I'm being judged on material. I'm not being judged of who I am as a person. You know,
I miss
it's
Martin
not
Luther King's bit on that.
I'm not
I'll be
like
judged
I'm
by the
not.
colour of my skin, by the content of my punchlines.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true. It's 100%. Like I've got this is a joke. Like this is an old joke I've got somewhere. Like I'm looking at a set list I've got, and it's this is the set list, right? Horny summer, learning to masturbate, blowjobs, knowledge, white women in Indian culture, colonialism slash reparations, which you know, immigrants, villages, girls slash India, wrong for Patel.
Oh,
That's the set list I've got.
I love. I think one of the funniest things I hear from comedians is the titles of their bits.
Mate, I've
Because
got one just called learning to
for
masturbate.
you, that is a 15-minute set done in 10
Yeah,
words. To me, that is hieroglyphics.
yeah, horny summer.
Like, where could you go with that? Like, I've got like,
So,
yeah,
so, so I always say like I always get more horny than summer, but as an Asian man that sweats a lot, it's quite difficult. So I
yeah.
get more horny the more bare shoulders I see. And it always got bare shoulders. I'm like, oh yeah, thank you very much for the information. I'll see that later.
Well, my,
It's
like
just
Dave's social media, AI porn, can't be going out. Like, it's just like,
oh
yeah, I love it. I think that is funny the most material how they how the way you remember it in your head by the titles.
yeah, like I've got a bit that's doing very well, but it's not perfected yet.
Right.
So it has to count on a crowd that's got women and men in it.
Okay.
So I have to do the bit that sets up the perspective of like white women don't date Asian men.
Okay.
And then I go into the bit where it goes like I'm the kind of guy like I'm a gateway Asian. So
So
saying I'm
what?
a gateway Asian or a gateway Asian.
Gateway. Okay. Yes.
So like I'm the kind of guy like I'm like the coconut kind of like oh friendly Asian that a white person would date for the first time like an Asian person.
Right. Yeah.
But I'm the gateway drug, right? So like imagine when back in the day like when you said oh weed was a gateway drug to heroin. I'm the gateway drug to fucking Mike Tyson.
Brilliant. Love it.
So it's not there yet because it has to be more emotional, more nuanced. But that's how my mind works. And it's not like when I first started writing jokes, it wasn't like I was trying to write clever comedy. That's just my style. Being more emotional, being you, getting you on my side. And if it's a mix, if it's more of a white audience, I have to educate you and explain the joke. Not explain the joke, but like, and tell you the joke. So you know, so I've educated you, and you know now you know it's why it's funny. That's my perspective on things. Where if it's a black and Asian crowd, more or
Yeah.
mixed, it's more like we know this story, so we know how the culture is. So imagine I've got a white crowd.
Yeah.
I can't tell a joke where it's about doing a head nod.
Oh, that's the bit I was about. My bit I was trying to think was like the more Indian, more rabbit holes. How do you tell more about the more the head goes?
No.
Like
So
that sounds a
see, I know,
bit.
I see where your racist are went for that,
Thank you. Good.
but that's not my joke. So the joke I've got right is as an Asian person, when you're like on a plane, and you see one other black guy, you do the head nod, or you when you're on an island, and you see an Asian family, or you're in a place where there's only white people, and you see that one black guy or one Asian guy, you see the head nod. So I've got your back, you've got mine, hypothetically. But if there's an actual kerfuffle, I'm not going to be involved in the violence because I'm too soft that way. It's just like acknowledgement, like, oh, we're the only minorities here.
I was like, are
So,
you're the tikka masala of the Indian dating world. It was actually made in Britain,
oh,
but
I'm
we
definitely.
basically perfected and what we believe Indian is.
It depends. It depends how spicy I'm feeling, but it could be a korma or a tikka masala or a vindaloo, depending how spicy I am on that night.
Your bipolar personalities penned in the spice.
No, man, I just adjust, man. But if a girl's gonna get it, how spicy do you want this flavor? Do you know what I mean?
But do you feel like I say, if I went on stage and I didn't do a fat joke, they'd almost the crowd are sort of like waiting for me to do a fat
No,
joke.
no,
Do you feel like you'd have to do an Indian joke?
no. I've done jokes where I've not mentioned being Asian or anything at all.
Yeah.
I've just done jokes. So like learning how to wank.
Standard.
That's a true story. Like I never had an older brother, so no one taught me like what to do. I'm not getting into it. I'm not putting this on the fucking internet now.
Yeah, I'm going to.
You got
I
hit.
don't even know how I learned, but calm. I
I remember how
perfected
I
it
did
over the
this,
years.
and I've got a story, and it's like a fucked up story of how to learn how to wank, or how I learned how to do it. It's fucking it's just, and that in Essex is funny because it's
Yeah,
embarrassing on my part, but I'm not embarrassed by it. But it's funny for everyone else. It's like, what the fuck is this guy talking? And
I've wanking
that
wrong for
shells.
years. We had to
That
get
bit
under the
shells.
legs.
That bit shells.
Yeah,
But yeah,
like Essex would be a good crowd for that.
yeah, because
Like,
it's funny, and it's not like, oh, I'm an Asian guy talking about. No, no, it's just like a fun joke.
yeah,
You
universal.
don't have to. You don't have to like. Tom Stay told me like, who gives a fuck if you're Asian? Who
Yeah,
gives a fuck if you're old or young? Or just tell jokes.
agree, 100%. But that's how the normal person thinks.
Yeah, but
I
then you
think there's
can be
people
more
out there who
nuanced.
do think like that. Like
Like
they'll notice it, and then they'll go try so hard not to notice it.
yeah, sometimes but also it's like they acknowledge that shit because it's part of our identity, right? So like I've got a joke with like my first opening bits, right, where it's just so easy because it's such easy to get lost. I get lost in the first 5, 6 seconds.
Yeah,
I watched my set back recently, one of my sets, and I was like, I got 13 laughs in a minute.
calm. Yeah,
I was like, holy shit, like that's a fucking killer one. So
yeah,
I've condensed it down to do a 5 minute killer. So that's when I do blackout, that's gonna be my five
yeah.
because it's just killer, 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 killer. Well, hopefully I think it's killer, but whatever. But then I've got a bit where it goes like, listen, I'm the kind of Asian that goes banga nanga 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 nanga. I'm not the one that goes la 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 bomb on stage on purpose. So it's like instantly like, oh, you know, kind of Indian I am, and I'm kind of like anti-Muslim,
uh,
like
I
no
used,
bum.
when I started out, I was doing bad. I used to go, "Oh, we call that joke Israel because it just bombed." But then that's all I
Yeah,
was.
and then that's alienating half the crowd straight away. So it's a bit of a diabolical one.
Yeah, and I don't touch it anymore because the juice was never
Yeah.
worth the squeeze. Now I just
There's a
address it.
oh the Jews are never worth the squeeze. That's so clever.
I like that.
There's a really good comic who's such a nice gentleman. I think you might have seen him at Bensky. Waleed, you know Waleed?
Really,
Waleed, yeah,
small
Waleed
white man.
Wayne. He does a few Essex gigs and stuff, but he's the nicest guy and he's got such clever jokes. And
Really,
it's yeah, he talked about him having an Arabic wife
okay.
and he's the
I mean,
Pakistani
there's
guy.
so many fucking
Yeah,
comedians.
this ton of comics, but he's awesome. He's the nicest guy, and we talk and stuff. So yeah, he's fucking sick,
Okay,
like
well,
the nicest guy.
you can do the nepotism network on that one. But I'll tell you what,
Mate, oh,
I will end it with this one because time and stuff. The question I always ask, we asked what time you bombed the hardest, so we'll do the question. Someone comes up to you, they've never done comedy before, asking for advice. What would you say to them? And
so
can I also say real quick,
yeah,
an episode ago, I said, you know what? I'm not going to say just do it. And they answered with just do it. So I'm
oh
now
yeah,
back on this camp again. You cannot say just do it. I
oh
tried to give a bit of freelance. I trusted the person. That was the first thing they
they
said.
they fucked you in the face.
They
No,
fucked me in
so
the face raw.
they fucked you in the face. Um,
Full big
so
dick in the mouth.
so
Lost the
I
tonsil.
would so what I would say what I've said to people was like just do it. But
Right.
no, 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 no. But the way I say, listen, just do it. Because like the thing is, I'm saying like how you want to do it. If you want to do first time on stage, like, do like a minute or 2 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. You've told a story with your mates, and you told that same story to people you don't even know because it's a funny story about your mates or growing up,
Yeah.
and that's your 5 minutes. That story you've told to multiple people over the years, that's got better with time. You've embedded certain things. You've made certain things go down. You've made certain things go better. You have that one story that you always tell to people, like I met a celebrity or whatever. That's your 5 minutes. That's your first of us. That's your story. That's your first. If you're a storyteller, if you're a person who tells you who you are, that's your first 5 minutes. Tell that story to a crowd. Tell a story that you told your mates and you find funny. Because there's a guy who came on stage in Southend who did Terry's gig,
Oh,
and he
I
came
like
on
to. I'm jumping on his pod. Like, he's a nice chap.
the loveliest guy ever. So cool. And
He
because he
scares
knows
the
the
shit
culture,
out of me
just
though. If I was just to look at him.
he's the sweetest a fucking teddy bear.
I know he is. I know he's a doll.
He's so this guy was like, gosh, look, go, mate, go on stage. We just like on stage and talked about his dad's funeral. And you wouldn't think it's funny. He was good because he was just telling the story how it was, and it was just so funny.
Yeah.
because he was trying to do stand up at his dad's funeral for the first time.
Bro.
Yeah.
Well,
So he tells the
killed
story of
it. I'm
that.
trying to think of a dead joke killing on stage. There's something
Ah,
there.
yeah, and then he just did really well. Like we just because it was all comics in the crowd, right? So he's like, no, mate, that was really good. Like, just if you just do a few little things, that can be a good bit. It can be a good 5 minute bit. You know what I don't like? You know when people say, "Oh, what you did on stage was a skit," like when they use comic language incorrectly.
Yeah.
I hate that.
A
I hate
skit's
that.
okay. I don't want to slap myself because I use the
But
word
but
skit all the time. It's just an online
no.
video, isn't it? Like
So so a skit, I think a skit is something that's like videoed. So
like
like
Monty
like
Python.
that's a skit.
Yeah, cool. Okay, cool. So I have been saying it
Uh,
right. I'd hate to
yeah,
know after
yeah.
131 fucking episodes I've been saying it wrong the whole time.
Oh God, if you have, that's the first thing I told you. Like you fucking idiot. You bloody bastard. Listen to
Yeah.
me. You were
I
saying it
don't care
wrong.
about your racist, homophobic jokes. I care about your correct colloquial usage of
Of
comedy
comedian grammar.
terminology.
Of course. Don't take the fucking piss. If you do it properly, you know what I mean? Don't be a dickhead.
Bastard.
But then like
No,
bits
that's a
and
Scottish accent. It's like
killing
Indian.
and God, I didn't even recognize the Scottish bit. Straight to Indian with you.
Straight to Indian. Straight to.
But you need to bang more brown girls.
Hey, no. Wait, let me go through that. No, I'm not talking about that on the pod. But yeah,
No, we'll talk about it
yeah,
after.
I have a good road to demographic.
I know. It's like my penis is humanitarian.
Oh, I lived in Malaysia for 2 fucking years as a white
Didn't
guy, and I'm not being racist on that. I will tell you now, in Malaysia, do you know what
it's all
did it the
pink on the
most?
inside.
Do you know what did it the most? The colour of the eyes, blue eyes.
Yeah.
I was a fuck. They fucking looked at me like a god because everyone's got
Eyes
brown eyes.
eyes is always lovely. A voice always I always like a voice on a girl. She's got a nice voice.
Mm, yeah.
You know. You can't be like, all right, Dad. You know, can't be
What,
like
Barry?
someone like Sydney Sweeney, and she's like, "You all right, no fucking like, oh hey, why are you fucking what's that?"
Oh, the spit in the back of that throat. Anyways, advice.
Oh
So
God.
skit comedy. Find what you want to do out of comedy, and just yeah, find your story that you've done over and over that you find funny.
Find a story that you always tell people, like randoms or whatever, and that's your bit.
Yeah.
And even if it's the harrowing story, just talk about it because you'll find where the jokes are. 'Cause people will laugh at bits and take your time and slow down and don't fucking talk so quickly. Slow down, embrace the silence. Because a joke, as you would know, is tension and release,
Yeah.
tension and release, tension, release, tension, release.
Yeah.
Like your gay marriage bit. Controversial opinion. I don't like gay marriage.
Yeah.
Instantly, there's tension. You're shooting the tension straight up there.
So
I'll
I've
tell you for
changed that
what.
now.
And
I've
I
changed
go.
it. I
I'll tell
now
you.
do.
No, don't shut the fuck up. Listen, you go. I'll tell you for why.
I do that differently now. I do I do
Go.
the statistics, and then I say that's why I'm against gay marriage.
Okay, that's good. That's clever. It's
So
better.
it's closer to the punchline.
Better.
So
It's
it's
good.
a bit of info, punchline. You know, because they always a gay workout, da da da. You know, Joe, have I sucked enough dick? I might be able to get myself a girlfriend.
Do you know the stats of divorcing gay marriage?
Yeah, it's like 22% or something.
So it's less than half. So it's
Yeah,
less than half of normal
no,
marriage.
normal man and woman is like 48. Lesbians is
Yeah,
like 82. Gay marriage
yeah,
is
less is crazy.
22%.
Because you know why? Because this is the thing about friendship. I can be mis. I can be. Let's say I don't even know your name is Dan yet. I will not know your name or last name for 20 years and be really good mates with you and be around your house, know you live,
Yeah.
and driven you home or whatever the hell. We'd be best. Oh, he's a good mate. What's his last name? No fucking clue. No fucking idea.
Mm,
What's his birthday? Who cares? Who cares? Yeah.
yeah.
But a woman would be friends with a woman, like be best friends instantly, have an argument, and not talk for 17 years.
Yeah.
So, like, I've known women that have friendships for like 20 odd years and they still talk to the person. Whereas bloke will be friends for like 45 years and not know a thing about them. Because we go for, I don't know if we go for character or persona rather than actual facts. But it's the feeling we get. So it's like this, it's just easy to be like, it's just easy. I've got a lot of women friends as well, but
Well,
I
my
haven't got a lot
favourite
of
is,
girls.
do you remember Mickey Flanagan's bit? And it was like, so how's Sue? How's Sue? Sue? Yeah, Pete's wife, Sue, how is she? I didn't ask Pete how he was.
Exactly.
I love that bit so
Yeah.
much. Like,
Yeah,
it's
man.
so true. Like,
It's
oh,
like,
I was with my
you've been
boys
with
on
the
Friday. I
you've been with
didn't
the
ask
boys
any of them how they are.
you've been with the stag all weekend. Did you find out anything about it? I was like, no idea. How's
Yeah,
his baby? I don't know. He had one.
yeah.
Whatever.
I love it. Was like my brother's Mrs. about to give birth. This is so irrelevant, but you just find ways to piss them off. Like this is my niece, but as they're from Dartford, I was like, and they're trying to think of names. I was like, oh well, it's gonna be called Baby Shanty because it was conceived in a shithole. So now when I was like, how's Baby Shanty? It was in Shantytown, and just do you know what I mean? But I would never say that to my brother's wife.
You can't.
She'd
They
take
can't
that
take
so
jokes.
personal.
They can't. Look, I'll try and make a joke one time with my sister-in-law. She does not like it, so I don't bother.
Yeah,
I don't bother because they don't like my sense of humor, so I find whatever. It's like it's a joke, man. Like
yeah,
but guys are much easier to joke with. Like some women can take jokes, like, but it's not like they need to be more stimulated for a joke to work with women. I feel some jokes are like cool, funny, whatever, but it's like you need to be more engaging, and then they need to like your personality.
yes,
If an audience likes you, that's half the battle.
yeah. But
That's half the thing is like being engaging enough to be like, okay, cool, I trust you with what you're gonna say.
right. But I find that with comedians, before anyone's ever performed, I can tell instantly what comedians I'm going to get on with just by
Yeah,
their just
like
by
I
their
knew I'd get along
aura.
with you. Like I knew I'd get along with you because I know that when your jokes that you repeat on the podcast and like you mention stories and stuff, it's like okay, he's trying and he's cool and he's just like he knows himself and and you've done something with your life like, a couple of times over, and the fact that you've gone through some shit before with your ex-partner
Yeah,
and then you come out the side of it and you're working on yourself, it's such a fucking coming thing to do. And the thing that you're doing now for all the people that are doing it, veterans and young people in the game, I'm like what, a year and 60 gigs in, like I know how good I can be. But I have my business. I'm never gonna do this full time. Like for me, it's just like something to do and like, something I'm good at. I have certain milestones I want to hit, like hot water, frog and bucket, comedy store, like those little accolades
oh,
you want to get.
speaking of,
Run a
I've got
show, run an event. Like I'll like in the future next year. I'll rent a venue. Like I'll do a backyard night or something, and sell the fuck out, and have a
yeah,
lineup and hire pros and people properly. Like pay even the people that are doing 5 minutes 50 quid because you can make the tickets fun. Because if you send a 50 pound a ticket, 300 fucking tickets. What's the math on that? Let's just make it easy. Let's make it £10 a ticket, 300 tickets. It's £3,000. You can spend £1,500 on comedians
yeah,
and get fucking pros and killers.
yeah. 100. Well, I don't know. I don't know if the episodes have come out yet when I started speaking about this, but next year I'm going to start doing my own sit down stand up nights.
You literally talked about this the other day with a
And
comedian, and like
and
I want people only been on the pod to do them.
yeah,
So I thought that was quite a cool little thing.
yeah, because then I get the vibe check straight away.
You know
And
he's
also,
gonna be
it's
good. He's
like,
gonna be
look,
bad.
you liked that guy, episode 131, go check him out.
Yeah, 131 in this bitch.
131! Like, I thought
131.
that's quite a cool thing to, and also, hopefully, then, like, I'm doing an episode every single day. Hopefully, then
Mm.
eventually I can take it around the whole country.
Mate,
I
you
have
could
enough
so
comedians
easily.
in different places.
So easily. Because all you got to do is link up with promoters or get your AI to fucking do it for you.
Yeah, yeah.
And you'll
Or I
just
was
be like,
thinking, but then, yeah, or I was going to take the pod live, or just go up to Inverness and just not give a shit.
hey, sit down for stand up tour.
Huh?
Sit down for stand up tour
Yeah.
where you book a tour. So you do like Edinburgh, Glasgow, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle, da 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 bang bang. It's a
Yeah.
tour. And it's
Yeah.
and you'll have the communities from the local area doing it.
Because
And you'll
also
give
it backs
stick.
them. It backs them. I feel like episode 3 was Debbie Holt, and I said to her like, look, anything I ever do, you can be a part of, because
Hmm.
you sat down with me when one person who was watching this.
Yeah. And
And
you
I
added
look
me
back and I cringe at them episodes. I
no no
cringe
listen,
at them.
you added me early.
Yeah.
You added me early, bro. When did you add? Let me just see. I'm trying to scroll up on this fucking. Well, I say early. It was like August.
Mm. Yeah, I was
Guys,
like, this hasn't even been going 4 months. Like, I'm loving
yeah,
that.
August. So it's already 2 months. So you added me like 2 months in.
Oh, it takes a while to get some people on. It
Alfie,
does.
Alfie. You also interviewed Alfie. I remember Alfie as well.
Yeah.
I know Alfie. I know Alfie as well.
Yeah, Oh, I love his
Yeah.
deaf
Oh
girlfriend
God,
comedy bit. Fucking
she's
kid.
lovely as well. She's a nice person. He's just a lovely guy.
Yeah. Well, he was a fatty, weren't he?
Yeah, but he's doing. I think he's doing his panto soon.
You what?
He's doing his panto soon.
Yeah, yeah, he's more theatre, isn't he? Like, I really
Yeah,
liked him. But then,
he's a lovely guy.
Whereas like some of the comedians like who have come on this have been so great. Like some of the episodes I've done like between now and then that have come out been amazing. Like I've had Alison go through now, Alison Jude Smith, um,
Oh,
Raj,
who's that?
Amy
You know,
Perry's coming on who
you know what?
runs
Raj the
Frog
Vape.
and Bucket.
Oh God, this Raj the Vape. I've got to make sure.
Yeah, I've got
I,
on in the 2 days I've got Chris Kent.
oh, nice. Is Raj the Vape already out already? That episode.
No, no, I think he's
It's coming. Okay, cool.
yeah.
I'll wait for it. Cool. But like, Adam Bloom, I bought his book. I started
Oh,
reading it.
Anna Bloom, yeah,
So I started reading the book, and I was like, holy shit. No, no, no. So I'm basically like I'm busy this week, which is fine, but I'm not doing any gigs now.
yeah,
I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a break. You've heard it first. Exclusive stand up, sit down. I'm taking a break. I'm doing one gig on my birthday
nice.
downstairs at the King's Head.
Oh, yep. Cool between
So if anyone,
9 and 11.
huh?
You got to call him, haven't you?
Yeah, you just gotta call them. And
As I
they're like,
say,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
They go, yeah, we got a spot on the fourth. I was like, my birthday. They're like, yeah. I was like, let's do it.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do that, 100%. I've got people coming. So since I get like the other day, since I get people that want to come see me, like friends and stuff. That's cool. But like the other day at oh, Creek, up the
Yeah.
creek, right? I had 10 people come, and I wasn't there because I was sick. 10 people came to see me, and I was like, I feel so guilty because they paid 15 quid each, and I'm not
Yeah.
there.
I'll tell you what. I'll tell you person's advice. Everyone should always take is Randy, the doorman up the creek.
Mm.
Big black guy.
Yeah, the dormers are the
He
best.
knows about comedy.
They all know. They all know.
Yeah.
They all know because they've seen
He's
everything.
such a nice bloke.
No, when I go there, I'll meet them properly when I go there. But I think that's cool. But I'm probably my birthday, and then anything that pops up last minute, I'll just post on my Instagram and just go from there. So I know when I go up the creek, like touchwood, everything goes well. Um, but I think and when I'm doing all these comics and talking to veterans and giving me feedback, it's like giving me such a fucking boost and such a confidence that I didn't have because I'm very like as a joke I got, but it's like I'm introverted, extroverted. So I'm also like we're the most loudest people there, but we're also like very insecure.
Yeah.
Like Robin, like all the best comics, right? Robin Williams, like all his comics, like they're so insecure.
Oh, they're all introverts.
So, well, both. We're introvert. We're
I'm
introvert
an introvert
extroverts,
until I've had a drink.
basically. Yeah. I mean, I'm an extrovert as well, but I like attention, but not too much attention.
Yeah.
There's a nuance to it. I think we're all like that because we all have like insecurity stuff like that, right? So like it depends how it comes out. So addiction, whatever it is, right? So for me, it's like I had this anxiety, like, oh, I know I want to do good and I want to show this and I know I can do better. But it's like showing a part of myself and that's getting good feedback. So like that leads into your ego, but then they have a false ego where it's like, is it really me?
Imposter
Throwback, am I
syndrome.
the main throwback? Am I the main character in my own life?
Yeah. Yeah.
See, you all
Who's the true? Is this the only place you can get to truly express yourself?
for me, yes. I think for me, talking, like, what's the longest set you've ever done? A
Longest
kill Tony question. A kill
20
Tony
minutes.
question. Yeah. So the longest I did was like by accident. It was like well, I did like 30 or 38 minutes or something. So
Okay.
it's like 33 minutes. It's crazy. I always went overtime. I like 30 minutes or whatever. Like 25 minutes, but I went over 33. I was telling the story and I got into like some crazy stories and stuff. But I never lost the audience. You know, I did like 25 minutes at a fringe.
Yeah.
And it was like, because everyone was running late. So I was like, can you go first? I'm like, yeah, can you do 25? I was like, I've got no choice now.
Yeah.
So I broke it down into like 5, 10 minutes, 5, 10 minutes crowd work, 10 minutes actual set material, and then a 10-minute story. And the story is a breakup story. And oh god, should I get into a quick story for you quickly? No, I'm gonna take the
Yeah.
whole story. Basically, so I did the story. I did the story on Valentine's Day earlier this year. Shot put one of my very few posts I've ever got. I posted it, and the story's about a breakup that happened 7, 8 years ago to a twin.
Bastard.
So if I broke up with her by text,
Oh no, you're now the bastard.
But it wasn't my fault because she just wouldn't fucking listen to me. So, so in the joke, in the true story, what happened? So like, I did the joke. It's a 10-minute story about me being insecure and like she wasn't one for me. Like I was just having someone after going for a divorce
Yeah.
and all these things that she weren't right for me, and I was ignoring the signs, and it's kind of me being a dickhead, um, doing that, and then obviously like I broke up with her. But the thing is, how we broke up was like kind of like her fault because I had a whole plan to do it in person, but she ruined it. And I tell the story. And then after that clip came out, her twin contacted me, and she goes, "You're a lucky escape, right?" And then my ex contacted me, and like, "I'd appreciate if you don't tell this story." And I'm like, "Listen, you're not mentioned, no
Yeah.
names, da da da. I'm gonna do what I like."
Exactly. Yeah.
And the funny thing is, after the breakup, like a couple of days later, she tried to add me on Instagram, wouldn't allow it. Even recently, after all that argument on Instagram earlier in the year, she swiped right on me on a dating app. And I was like, nope.
Yeah.
And no names, no nothing.
Yeah.
But that's my easy long 10-minute story because it's got like Harry Potter references in it.
Yeah. Also, it exposes you a bit. It makes you look vulnerable, and
Yeah,
you
and
can keep it funny.
yeah, it's because I've got because the bit was like I gave her a really nice like silver jewelry gift, and she got me Harry Potter gifts,
Yeah.
and it's like she got me socks that weren't my size. She got me a Slytherin notebook where I'm clearly a Gryffindor,
Done.
and she got me and she got me a Hogwarts pillow that's this size. I'm like, this is the size of me. What the fuck am I
Yeah.
doing with the pillow? And I was like, I'm breaking up with you. Not like in my head, but I pre-booked it.
Yeah, free of ours. Yeah, you don't know me. Like Christmas is a good way to show that. How well do you actually truly know
Oh
me?
God. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I was like, oh, she don't know me at all.
Yeah,
And but I'm saying that emotionally in the crowd. I'm like, I realized then like I knew her and she didn't know me, but she loved me
hmm.
and I didn't love her. And I'm saying it how I would say it on stage where it's emotional and it's like
Yeah.
connection. Then you hit him with a, and she couldn't fucking dance, bro. Like,
Okay, yeah, that's a nice, yeah, little reliner.
so
I like that.
it's loads of tension and peaks and valleys, and I'm because it's a true story. I know the story, and I can make it better and worse and shorter and longer. And it's like that's a 10-minute bit that I've got that's like emotional and funny and it's silly and it's subversive. I'm talking about Harry Potter, talking about my own geekiness, and then ending it. And when the story ends with how it ended, I've got the additional bit where it's like, oh no, she did contact me 7 years after posting this online,
Yeah, you just
and
keep it
that's
going.
the whole.
Oh, I love that,
It's a
man.
script. Yeah.
Like I said, I've spoke about the X a couple of times on the pod, but I've never done it on
Mm.
stage. Uh,
That's a tough one. Have you seen? You must have seen Adam Rose, Juicy.
yes, I think so.
His special. He talks about the his ex that was stealing from him.
No, I haven't actually. No, I haven't. Then. Oh, Adam Rowe Juicy, yeah.
Mr. Daniel Farr, please, 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 please. You have to watch Juicy by Adam Rose tonight.
The
Okay,
head's going,
please.
so I know we're being serious now.
You have to watch Adam Rose. You have to watch Juicy. You have
Adam
to,
Rowe Juicy,
please.
right? I'll tell you what. I'll bang that out tonight. Then I'll let you know what I think.
Like, it's so good.
I do. Guys, thanks ever so much for watching.
Oh,
Like, I just realised we've just been chatting now for the
it's
next
been a pleasure, man. No, we've just been chatting. How long's it been?
2 hours something. You might be the PB. You might be. You might be actually.
131 of this bitch.
The lot.
You
Okay,
know what? I'm
Liam's that came out 2 days ago was or today. Well, I shouldn't say that because that shows how bloody far in advance I do these. Was 2 hours 17.
oh God, how long was this one? 2 hours something. What?
Don't know. I think I looked when it was at 58. I looked though.
Oh God. Liam's was long. Liam's Alexander. That was like 2 hours something.
Yeah, no, that was before that. Dan's was the longest, 1 hour 34.
Two,
I
hour-
used to.
2 hours. Liam was 2 hours 14.
Oh, okay, fair. I remember because I used to like when I first started doing it all. I only had 30 minutes because I didn't pay for the Zoom. And
Ah,
that's why
yeah,
it was
that
so
doesn't went
short.
back on and on. Yeah.
And I was like, oh, we're going to take 20 minutes. And then I did one. It was about an hour. I was like, do you know what? It's
Ah,
like
when you get
doing a
into
comedy
it,
set. You can go do 5 minutes and just hit the point, or you can actually
we
get
haven't
into
even
the
talked
mix
about
of
other
it.
stuff. Like you can get into we've talked about personal stuff, talked about politics, talked
Yeah,
about American comedy, we talked about crowd work, talked about race comic, we talked about like we talked about people stealing jokes, we talked about etiquette. Um, Like that was the worst thing on stage was like etiquette.
Yeah, and I still think you're a
The guy,
racist.
like the guy behind me,
Yeah,
that was really rude. Talked about it after. It's like I was like, listen, I know you're joking, but like that's fucking. I find it so awkward.
yeah, yeah. That's
And
a
I was
bit of
like,
a dick swing on someone else's bit.
bro, and he was smaller than me as well. It's not like he's huge. He's a tiny little fucking white geezer.
Oh,
I would have fucking
always
banged him
tiny
out.
white guy.
If if I was like, really upset about it, I'd be like, I would have. I'm not gonna kick off. I'm fucking crazy.
Okay, no, okay, okay. What are look? I'm gonna get you cancelled now. What
Okay,
are
let's go.
your worst tiny white boy stereotypes?
Ooh. You know when like we go to an Indian restaurant, yeah, and you go, how spicy is it? Like you never had chicken
How
tikka masala
spicy?
before.
Okay, yeah, calm, yeah.
Or we go to Weatherspoons and they're like, oh, I fancy a curry. Let's go Weatherspoons. I'm like, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah. Oh, I really fancy a curry. Should go Weatherspoons.
Like you don't like you shouldn't order a beer with curry. You should
You
order
not?
a lassi. No, you can have beer before the meal. I can't have like it is ice. It has to be ice cold beer and proper fizzy. It can't
Standard,
be like
yeah.
some bullshit. That's the important. It has to be ice cold. If it's not, it's not good with the curry.
Is Cobra like like the equivalent of Australia's Foster's? They don't drink it there, but they
So
pretend they do.
it's only made here. Kingfisher is brewed there. Kingfisher
Yeah,
is brewed here as well, but Kingfisher is the beer in India. But otherwise, like Cobra is made here
yeah, but
by an
like
Indian
they
businessman.
don't actually drink that in India. They just pretend to here.
Cobra doesn't exist. Cobra doesn't exist in India.
What are the white boy things?
Um, like that's that kind of stuff. But also like just like not knowing culture. Like look, like I've
I
got
think pretending to know culture. They've been on
just being
holiday
ignorant.
for 1 week somewhere, or they'll get fucking tattoos in Chinese down their arm.
Or those Sylvester sport for me, amigo. Like typical,
Yeah. Oh, I did a
typical
bit
girl
on that,
boy.
didn't I? When you're in Spain, I'll have a
It's,
two Bloody Marys,
this
three
is
sets, one pina colada, por favor.
this is a good bit. You know, it
Gracias.
goes this is the best little white man joke. Yeah, listen, I'm not racist, yeah, but
But I did.
one of my best mates is black. Fuck off.
Do you know what? Actually, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna rephrase that. I'm gonna now start saying. Do you know what I love about being racist?
Yeah, it's so good.
How much would that throw someone off?
You're not know about hating the fucking brown people.
Do you know what I love about hating Indians? Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah.
Like, but tell me now, would you listen more? Your ears would perk up. You're like, I want to hear
Well,
what he's
if
got
it,
to say.
well, the thing is,
I'm curious now.
if it's someone I don't know from Adam, I'll be like, hmm. But if it's you, I'm like, yeah, go on. He's
I'm
gonna do
sold.
something good.
I'm sold. Like, am I in a well-lit room? Are there cameras? I'm sold. Let's do this.
Is it Mr. If it's Mr. Daniel Farr, I'll be like, yeah, let's fucking go.
But that's the okay. Look, I'm going to go on a rant, and that's one thing I hate about society right now. Everyone is so quick to tag someone so they can put them in a bracket and in a band. Say yes, I like them or I don't like them. It's like in
there's
America right now. It's,
context.
who did you vote for?
Fuck
Like,
off. None of your business.
yeah, I just like.
Listen,
Obviously, you can
there's
tell I am not, and it makes me laugh. But then I get angry that people would think that. But I think I don't care what they think. But then I think,
that's
why?
the own thing. That's the own thing. There's this nuance, this perspective, and there's knowing of culture, and then there's context.
Mm.
Context in comedy is the biggest thing. Not until like whatever, but in terms of like people canceling whatever. Like, what's the context? Like the
Yeah,
Jimmy Kimmel thing with Charlie Kirk. He didn't make a joke about Charlie Kirk.
yeah,
He made a joke about someone's reaction to it,
yeah.
and it's nothing. It wasn't a joke about Charlie Kirk's expense.
I
And
understand.
people read a headline like, "Oh, he made a joke about Charlie Kirk." No, he didn't. If you watch that your clip, he didn't even talk about anything like that. So context is the biggest thing. Like you can take like an excerpt of any of our stand-ups and be like, "That's a homophobic, misogynistic joke."
Yeah,
Or I hate white women so much because I'm always talking about how they really shit and take Indian culture.
yeah. Well, yeah.
But then,
That's the short clip I'm going to use.
yeah, of
Racist
course,
Rajan and hate small white boys.
but I can't be racist. I'm
Perfect.
brown.
I'll do a
But
bit
you
of
can.
photoshopping, a bit of editing. I'll darken you up.
Fair. But what like the other Raj?
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to say I can't tell the difference, but that's so
You fucking
down.
can because I'm tall and he's small and he's way darker than I am.
Gonna take measure out. Oh, so that's how.
And he talks with a twang as well. So
When I had Deepak on, and I said to him, I was like, "Look, I've just been accused of being racist, so thanks for filling my quota." all the next 30
yeah, but,
episodes.
yeah, but how many black people have you had on really? How many black people have you had on? That's the thing I want to ask now.
No, wait. Jason was my first, and I did say this. To, I can't remember who I said this to, and I was like, "It's not that I haven't reached out.
No, you have
I'm not
because
going to
you
go
add everyone.
outside with a plaque saying I'm looking
You
for a
fucking add
black
everyone.
female comedian, so I
No, no,
don't
no.
look bad."
No, you add everyone. You add everyone. You add everyone, and it's like fair play to you, man.
Yeah,
Like well fucking done,
maybe just white boys are more thirsty at the end, at the beginning.
mate. Man, these white boys, man. I'm telling you, it's too fucking many of them. It's too fucking many straight white male comedians. You know,
Can't
that's the
stand them.
hardest.
Can't stand them.
Can't stand these straight white male comedians. You know, at least you're big.
No, yeah, these are saying about me. Yeah,
But then
but
you've had a recruitment company, you've had a business, you've had a pub. Like you've lived life. You've been through some shit.
I've got my scars. Like,
You know.
and that's what I was speaking to a comedian. He's 21 years old, and he was like,
Mm.
"Oh, I know comedy's gonna take me a long time because I haven't lived my life." And I was like, "Look, age doesn't mean okay.
You can be funny.
Statistically, age and experience they don't always go hand in hand. Some people
100%.
are they're
If you don't
40 years
learn,
old.
if
They
you
lived
don't,
in the same fucking village their whole life. They've never gone out and experienced anything,
yeah, never learn about life,
and
learn
it's
from your
different.
mistakes.
So
You know,
yeah,
there's there's definitely a thing about that. Like, there's some young kids, 18-year-olds, 21-year-olds doing the course as well because like it's a free thing for them to do. Like they're in London, they're in uni London. They're like, it's a free course of comedy. I'm gonna do it, and they were good. They were telling stories, telling
yeah,
fun stories about going to raves or parties or shitting themselves or whatever,
yeah.
and it was funny. But then like you take a guy like me and you, for example, we're like mid 30s. Well, I'm like well, a little bit older than mid 30s. I'm 38, but we've got life stories we can fall back on that are funny and silly and crazy and
Oh
just
yeah.
like bad. Like bad. Like once you get like if you ever are able to get into a special and tell a story about your partner, your ex-partner, sorry, that's gonna murder. But the tension you're gonna hold when you reveal what happened to you is gonna
I
be
know
like,
it sounds like I don't want to give that one the time of day.
no, fair, no, fair, fair, fair,
You
but
know,
it's
there's
your
bits in
story.
your life where it's like because I
If you ever
wouldn't
want
want.
to do it, I'm saying you have to do it. I'm saying if it, like divorce thing I haven't talked about on
Oh,
stage.
100. But I said I've got all my life stories. I've got so many effing
Mm.
life stories. It is unreal. So
Yeah.
many. Like I got invited up onto a DJ box in Kuala Lumpur in front of 3,000 people, and I shouted the cheesiest fucking thing in the world. My name's Daniel. I am from London. Let's make some fucking noise. So
Brilliant.
cheesy, but everything.
Whoosh.
Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I could do so many
Yeah.
stories. Unreal. I've only just
Yeah.
started. Like when I
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I need to see your gig, man. I need to see you on stage. We need to link up for sure.
I'm a better podcaster than a comedian, but I'm new.
Oh, I can tell.
Yeah, I'm new, and
See, if you were women and I said that, you wouldn't put my podcast up.
uh,
But because we're blokes and you know I'm joking with you,
yeah.
it's fine.
Episode 141 now.
131 in this bitch.
141 now. Every time you upset me, it goes back
Listen,
one.
listen, 141 in this motherfucker. Let's go.
142 now, correct? It's
142.
yeah.
Okay, good. Okay.
Oh, I love it. I
Oh,
need to fucking end it there, man.
oh
Rajan,
God.
mate, it's been a lovely play, brother.
All right, nice
We'll be
one.
on the same bill soon.
For sure. Cheers, everyone.
Cheers, guys. Thanks for
Cheers, Dan.
watching.
Cheers, Dan.